It is Wednesday night, and it is time for the glorified version of a bass fishing talk show. That's right, make no mistakes. I'm your host, Pat Renwick, and it is time for the Bass and Shenanigans right now to begin. Once again, pretty excited to be here. Thank you, Bass Galaxy, for joining us. It's another wing dinger of a bing banger tonight. You know what I'm saying, Ginge? And tonight, Bass Galaxy, we got to do this right now officially. All right, are you ready? Here's the official deal. I think that now Brandon Palanik is the leader in guest appearances on Stray Cast as of tonight. Is that correct, Andy?
Yeah, that's...
Brandon Palanik's coming on the show tonight. Yes. BMP. The M is for Merca. You know that, right? Brandon Merca. Brandon Merca Palanik. And also, speaking of Merca, Jake Boomer, the All-American rodsmith from Alpha Angler Presidente and NPFL professional angler. Jake Boomer. Also, from Team Alpha Angler, Joe Labarbera. Yes. Did I say that wrong?
Of course.
It's just so it's Joe Labarbera. Did I say it wrong now?
Hanna-Barbera.
I love Hanna-Barbera. I'm a banana split, you know. Joe Barbera. La Barbera.
There you go.
Because that's Joe. Come on and rock me, Amadeus. Joe Labarbera. Mm-hmm. He's a Bass Nations Open competitor and member of Team Alpha. And also an update from my brethren, my brother, my partner in crime, in proper bassin', if that makes any sense. That's Matthew Robertson coming on the show tonight live with a little rookie tour update, and we'll see what's going on in Matt's life. He's got an off week before Gunnersville. We'll see what's happening with him, and we're going to talk with the Alpha Angler team tonight about rods, especially glass and composite rods. The subject, once you go glass, you never go back. And the great winders of proper bassin are all throwing glass through the ages. So we're going to talk some glass. And Matt Robertson happens to throw glass as well. So we'll talk with him a little later. And he's got a cool, him and Palaniuk have a cool little tie. So we'll find out about that later on in the show. But speaking of ties, you know, the tie that binds this deal together is the producer extraordinaire and engineer. He produces the heck out of this deal every Wednesday night. Give it up for Andrew Ellenberger, the Ginger Ninja. He's a punk rock producer. Yes, he can do flips and crowd surf. What do you call? Yes, simulated crowd surfing right now. It's just went on. What's up, Ginge?
How are we doing?
Good, man. I'm doing good. It's Wednesday. I'm excited. We're on a marathon Stray Cast binge. We'll be doing shows for, I don't know, the next X amount of weeks because there's so much going on right up into the Bassmaster Classic. Yes. I mean, which is right around the corner.
Couple weeks.
Yeah, coming right around the corner. And congratulations to Wes Logan, by the way, on his victory there. Amazing at the Keneally Henry. Awesome. Wes, Alabama boy. He's coming on the show the 26th, Ginge.
Awesome.
Wes is, yeah. Yes, he's... Because, Andy, as you know, Stray Cast is fueled by some of our friends over at in the Minnesota branch of Omnia Fishing. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
And when I say fueled, you go shopping over there and get some fuel for the water. You know what I mean?
I do.
Yeah, you go, you get the baits that count over there. And next week, Stray Cast will be live at Omnia Fishing. That's right. That's in the Omnia Fishing headquarters there. Andy, do you have any official Omnia music? So, what do you got? Tell me what you got. Oh, hey now.
I figured it's going to be like this when you get up there.
Well, it might be. But ladies and gentlemen, next week, May, what's that, 19?
Yes.
May 19th, at the Omnia headquarters is a really huge freaking announcement on the show from Omnia. Yeah, I mean, guffaw guffaw, it's big, it's huge, and it's all going to come to a crashing halt for you, the Bass Galaxy, at the Bassmaster Classic. That's right.
Exciting.
Yes. You wait till you see what... I can't tell anymore because you know me.
Yeah,
I just
stop.
yappity
Yeah,
gip
you gotta-
jab doop dop do. I got to stop.
Leave it there.
Look on social media next Wednesday from Omnia headquarters. Huge stuff. A galaxy of stars involved.
Really big shoe.
And it's gonna be freaking amazing. Which brings me on to amazing. We'd like to thank you, Tin Cup Whiskey, for your support of the Stray Cast Show. Andy, this one light is like right in my eye tonight, but I must have hit it. But anyway, yeah, welcome to the Tin Cup Saloon. See here, Ginge.
Yeah.
What's your favorite tin cup drink?
That new fighter one's
The Llama Lemonade.
the llama lemonade.
I was talking.
That's what I've been on right now.
I bet you're on the Llama Lemonade.
Summer drink.
I talked to our bud Luke Foley the other day, and he's been at the Bass Elite events.
Yep.
And they have a booth there at the weigh-ins and on the grounds, and Luke's making friends with all the good people at Bass. I saw him hanging out with the babes, Emily and Mandy over there. But anyway, we're getting off track. So he says everybody comes to him and says, "Hey, what about the fighter drink? What's the fighter drink?" And here's the deal. I'm doing this for you, Luke. I'm saving you a little deal here. It's a third, and a third, right, Ginge?
That's right.
Third, a third, and a third.
It's that easy.
Yeah. So the tin cup. So whatever your size of your tumbler is, whether it's if you're going Saturday Night Corey, there you go.
I go 2/3.
You go. Ginge says he goes 2/3, especially before he comes to a Stray Cast show. He's got to deal with a lot of shit. That's for sure. But so Ginge, I think it's only apropos that tonight the Tin Cup, and congratulations to our Tin Cup whiskey team, doing a heck of a job out there.
Giving back too.
Yeah, exactly. Did you see that?
That was awesome.
Yeah, man, over in
That's
Alabama.
huge.
Yeah, I mean, that's the cool thing when a company, like right out of the gates, let's get this right. Like Tin Cup, boom, pop into the fishing deal and then giving back immediately. That's huge. That's huge.
We love them for it.
Yeah. Thank you very much, Tin Cup, for that. But Andy, let us have the word rod, pole, stick, anything like that is the Tin Cup word of the week.
Go slow.
What do you think?
Go slow.
All right, anything like that, rod. Yeah. So you hear rod, stick, pole, anything. That's the theme.
Yeah.
Bass fishing sticks tonight.
Let's take it easy.
So drink responsibly, okay? Whenever you hear that word, take a drink of your favorite beverage, whether it be coffee, Coca-Cola, or of course, Tin Cup, and drink responsibly. And remember, go to Tin Cup Whiskey. What's the website, Ginge? tincupwhiskey.com.
Yep.
Yeah, straight up. And check out the Garb shop.
They got a lot of merch in there.
Yeah, a lot of merch in the merch shop right now with the Tin Cup. A lot of people have been asking about the shirts. You see Matt Robertson, Seth Fighter, Christine Fisher wearing. Yeah, they're all available. The hats, the casting mats soon available as well. tincupwhiskey.com, and congratulations to our Tin Cup Whiskey fishing team so far, and Tin Cup for giving back to the bass fishing community. Wow. Holy shnikes, that's a lot. Hey, I know everybody wants to get on with the show. Brandon Palanik, Jake Boomer, Matthew Robertson, Joe Labarbera. See how I did that, Ginge?
Way to go.
Thank you.
Good learning.
Thank you. But we must talk about Half a Spot Official because online derbs are quickly becoming one of the most popular ways to fish. Tournaments, right, Ginge?
Yes.
Win money at your convenience, fishing your way when you want to. Half a Spot Official. I mean, it's pretty easy. Go download the Half a Spot app on your smartphone, your Android, your iPhone, and check out what Half a Spot has to offer. Now, once you do that, go click on tournaments. And right now, what's going on, Ginge, with the big Half a Spot fish for a $1 $1,000,000 derb?
For this year, it's going to be the King of Bass.
The King of Bass.
That's the one you want to get into.
Wow. And that's and actually we happen to be in that.
We are in July. You can fish against us.
Wait, is it July? It's August.
August?
It's August. You did
figure
that
it.
last week.
We'll figure it out.
I'm telling you, it's August.
We'll be on there sometime.
But here's the thing. I mean, you get to fish against some of the greats of the biz, especially So here's what I want to know. When it's the Ike Live bunch, it's Riz, Brian, and Pete. Because Mike's got his own thing.
His own, yeah,
Mike. So Ike and Ellie's got a deal in this. Brian, Riz, and Pete
got a deal.
You see how my voice went up when I said Pete, like
Bobby.
Pete Brady. When it's time to change, Pete Gluzek, and then also Ishama.
Yeah. Zach Burge.
The
Millikins. So it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, you can fish against all, and the bottom line is win money bass fishing against some of the greats at your convenience, and even against me, Ginge, and Popcorn, but don't include us in the greats. And speaking of Popcorn, Popcorn, of course, is not here tonight because he is at the James River in his first ever Bass Nation Open event. And we're sending you positive vibes, Poppy. Cornelius, Leviticus, Numbers, Deuteronomy. Best of luck. The best advice that we can give you, Andy and I talked about this, throw artificials, Ryan. Throw artificials. Hey, all right, that's it, right, Ginge? Did I get it? Oh, Empire Covers, EmpireCovers.com, bass boat covers for under $200. Ginge is going to play you the spot. Put the power poles down. Don't go anywhere. It's Brandon Palanik. It's Jake Boomer. It's Joe Labarbera and Matthew Robertson when we return. See you in a minute.
This is the mountain, and this is mountain whiskey. Unspoiled, untamed, forever wild. There's no safety net, no way down. Up here, it's just man, and the mountain, and his tin cup. Tin Cup Whiskey. Mountain whiskey.
You take pride in your boat, so it deserves the best protection possible. Our durable woven fabric prevents ripping and provides UV protection, and our tape seams provide protection against the elements. The heavy-duty shock cord hem and strap and buckle system provide a tight and secure fit. Our top-of-the-line boat covers come with a ventilation system to keep your boat free from mold buildup. Empire Covers, protecting what you love.
The TH Marine HydroWave H2 KVD Edition is a surefire way to ignite a feeding frenzy. The HydroWave utilizes a sound-emitting technology that imitates bait fish and other feeding fish below the surface that preys on the competitive nature of bass and other game fish to get you more bites. The HydroWave is another way that TH Marine has you covered from transom to trolling motor.
All right. Pretty good, pretty neat. Welcome back. This is the glorified version of a Bassett Talk Show. I want to remind you, I forgot to mention the like and share contest for this evening. So it's real simple. As every Wednesday here on Straycast, all you have to do is like and share this live Facebook feed, and you have the opportunity tonight. Get this. Here's the prize. Andy, please cut the music, please, Andrew. You got a drum roll or something exciting? Get ready. Because, all right, now this is big, Bass Galaxy. Every guest is eligible for this as well tonight, except one of them. Tonight's like and share contest is a hand-picked personal item of Matthew Robertson's from his trailer. That is correct. All you have to do is like and share this live Facebook feed, and you have a chance at a real Matt Robertson authentic item. It could be a dirty sock. It could be a comb. It could be a Berkeley jerk bait. And you get that. Now get this. Here's the bonus. The second like and share. You also get a selected item from Brandon Palanik's camper. That's right. Yes, a selected item from Brandon Palanik's camper, if you like and share this live Facebook feed in honor of our next guest being the most frequent guest on the Straight Cast Show. Give it up, ladies and gentlemen, right now for Brandon Palanik, Jake Boomer, and Joe Labarbera. See how I did that? Yes, welcome.
Hey.
Joe.
Hey.
Jake.
Hello.
Brandon, how are you, Team Alpha?
Mighty fine.
Yeah, man. You guys are all Durbers. You're all Durbers. There's no doubt about it. In fact, two of you are Durbin right now. You're in the midst of the Durbs, right? Jake.
We are.
Jake, you got a couple of teamies. A couple of your teammates are representing on the James River tomorrow for the Opens. What do you think about that as El Capitan of Team Alpha?
Well, I think that antibiotics would clear the Durbs. Depends on where you got them. Like if you get them in the lower regions, you're gonna need a lot of it.
Case of the Derb. No. It's a D, not a no. Yes. The Derb.
Actually, I didn't know Joe was in the James River, and so I'm actually a little.
It's because he doesn't listen.
What the heck is? He's 8.
No, now I'm like really jealous. Everybody's there. Kevin Ledoux's there. Brandon probably got.
I saw Kevin yesterday, and he had no idea who I was.
Well, I mean, he was just pretending. That's a sandbag tactic.
Well, I was
Palanik
like, dude, that's a
that.
great Alpha shirt. Like, you look great.
Psyche thing. Yeah. But you guys you're all Durbers, and matter of fact, and coincidentally or no coincidence, you're all members of Team Alpha. And no doubt about it, Jake and Brandon, you guys are kind of the OGs of this unique fishing. Look at you of this unique fishing rod line. And we'll get to that in a little bit. But first, I want to talk a little bit about my friend Brandon Palanik. Okay, before we move on, and this is a little touching to me. I mean, let's get real. This is a special episode, Brandon.
All right, what's up, Buttercup?
You know what I'm saying, B. No. Hold back the tears, Brandon. It's okay.
This is our song.
This is our song. Yes, this is our jam. But I want to do a little Brandon Palanik timeline. Is this okay, Jake? Can we do a Brandon timeline?
It's your show, man.
Well, I'm asking you. I mean, you're King Alpha.
Please.
You're Grand Poobah of
Please.
Alpha.
How far back are we going?
We're going to go to 2010. We're going to go to 2010. Let's do this. And you've known Brandon a long time, Jake. So please interject during this timeline at any moment. Okay. Okay.
Okay.
And Joe, if you feel the need, please hop in as well. You know what I'm saying? 2010. Brandon Palanik, you won a derb. You won a derb as a co-angler. As a co-angler on the FLW tour at the time. Brian Thrift won that derb, if I remember right, but a young spunky. Brandon Palanik was, I think you were pitching around a Stanko and a spinner bait and maybe a swim bait even. I don't know. And you won $20,000 in 2010. And that sparked something, dude. I know it did. Brandon. 2010. Did you know Brandon way back then, Jake?
I did.
Yeah.
I did.
What'd you think about? Did he buy you anything with that? With that 20K?
No.
Nothing.
I don't think so.
Not even a Dairy Queen or something.
No. He
Brandon
disappeared
was
though.
still stealing Jake Boomer's money at that time.
We had a very loving term for Brandon back then. I guess I probably coined it, but it was punk ass.
Punk ass Brandon.
Yeah,
Okay.
it was. But I meant it in a loving way. Like he was,
Of course.
he was my buddy. He was my brother, but he took all our money all the time, and he usually did it out of a boat that would barely idle or start.
Okay.
You know, it was just like,
I've seen
man,
that kind.
it blew up at blast off. I caught 22 pounds. I was sitting here at the dock all day, so we gave him the sweetest name that we could come up with.
That's Brandon. I mean, that's
That was Brandon back then.
the natural prodigy.
Mm.
2011, Mirka, M's for Mirka, fell in love with Brandon Palanik, and that was the Bassmaster Classic at the Chupawachahoochee in the when Van Dam won, right? Brandon, look at you grinning right there. You're almost crying. It's okay. Don't cry, Brandon. This is just a bass talk show. It's all right.
We're all clear.
It's okay. Boomer, when your buddy went into the Bassmaster Classic, let's face it, it's every bass fisherman's dream to fish the Bassmaster Classic. Pretty much. It really is. And now,
I think so. Mm-hmm.
and your buddy makes the Bassmaster Classic. The dude that was whopping on everybody at the local scene, you just saw him win 20K, and now you're seeing him on ESPN. What's going on with you? How does it feel for a buddy to see that stuff? And what does it do for your competitive drive as an angler?
Oh, that was really cool. It was super cool. The first time I actually saw that at a regional level was the first year I got into bass fishing, and Clausen won the Classic. And you couldn't go into a store without somebody talking about it. I'm like, man, I don't even get what you guys are talking about. And then the second time, now I'm in the sport, and I know Brandon a lot better than I didn't know Clausen at all, right? And so it was a lot different because you could actually call Brandon on the phone and be like, dude, what's it like? You know what I mean? And I think back then, you was about as surprised as everybody else. Maybe you weren't. Maybe you knew you were going to do it, but it was pretty cool. I still didn't root for him back then as much. Kind of.
You were still on Team Clausen?
Yeah. Yeah.
Brandon.
No, it was cool. That's cool, too, because a lot of people don't get this area. People don't leave the Northwest. I mean, it's just not that common. People that do leave usually come back with their tail between their legs. It's not a very common occurrence. I don't think. Maybe, Brandon, you could tell me I'm wrong, but I don't think it's easy. I don't know why it's not as easy, but I just don't think that you just don't see it very often, I guess.
Yeah, and it's a unique part of the country for an angler to come from. It really is.
Totally.
Yeah, and no doubt about it. Onto the timeline, 2012, Brandon, I became your manager. That was a big moment in your bass fishing history when not a lot of people know it at this point, but because it was quite a while ago, but I became your manager. Did you know that, Joe, that I was Brandon's manager?
You've said it a few times.
Yeah, I'm more than a few I've said it.
I mean, I'm a fan of the show, so,
well, thanks.
I've heard you say it a couple times.
So you know,
Self-appointed.
yeah, I had to do that. It was for your own
Hiring
good.
process aside,
It's for your. That's it. That's ambition. That's called ambition. So I appointed
And bribed me with a pen.
Yes, I gave you a naked lady pen. That is true. I gave you an awesome pen. When you turned it upside down, the woman's clothes came off. It was amazing.
I know that in the other room my kids are watching, Pat, so
I kept that clean.
okay, just checking.
Okay, I was
Just as long as the naked lady pin isn't going to come out.
It goes. No, I don't know. I don't have one anymore.
Oh, okay.
My kid has it.
Got it.
True story. But anyway, she's old enough to have it now. She's grown up. But anyway, 2012, you went on to after I became your manager, you won the Bull Shoals event. I gave you the positive confidence it took to go on to win an Elite Series event. That was number one. Number one. Brandon, and let's go jump ahead. 5 blue trophies, dude. 5 blue trophies. That's crazy. Crazy. That's the first one.
We're just getting started.
I know, man.
Manager Pat.
I know,
Still
dude.
young.
I know. 5 blue trophies and an AOY. What's missing? You know what's missing. Just say it.
Actually, 2 things.
Oh, 2. Dos X's.
The obvious, the classic trophy.
Mm-hmm.
The
Smallmouth
unobvious,
Century belt.
that too, but an open win.
Oh.
I've not
okay.
won an open.
I gotcha. I like that.
So
We want the Smallmouth Century belt, Brandon.
yeah, I mean, I definitely want that. I feel like when that happens, like a blue trophy is just involved.
Okay. Yeah.
If that happens,
Yeah.
but yeah, there's only one guy that's ever won the Federation Nation Championship, a classic, an AOY, an elite, an open, and I'd like to be the second guy to do that.
Interesting. Okay.
Who's the guy?
Yeah.
Ike.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Yeah,
yeah.
I knew that. I
Ike's
did know
the
that.
only guy to ever win at like every level throughout BASS.
Interesting.
That's not widely known. I didn't
Yeah.
know that. That's pretty cool.
Sweet goals. That's great. So 2 majors. You know, obviously the classic, and then I like the left hook you threw with the opens win. That's all right, man.
They're hard.
Oh, hey, the competition in the opens. I know we hear it. Everybody talk about it all the time, but it's fiercer than ever. I mean, you got guys like Joe right there, chomping at you. Ike's. Speaking of Ike's, there isn't he? Ike at the James.
I don't know.
I think he
I haven't
might.
heard.
I didn't see
I
him
mean,
on the
I've
roster.
only been here for like 6 hours, so I don't really know who's here and who's not.
You just flew in. All right. Hey, let's move on. 2013. 2013, your win at the St. Lawrence. Your second blue trophy. Also 2013. I saw now that you were able to take this, Brandon Palanik, and run with it. And I resigned as your manager in 2013. Yes, that was the miles. Andy, what happened to our cry? I'm trying to make Brandon cry, and we lost the cry music. Yeah, where's the cry music? Where's the puppy Hearts of an Angel music? There it is. The Hearts of
Serenation.
Yes, exactly. 2017, your win at Rayburn, the AOY. Okay, dude. Now, the next shift, 2019 Bass Pro Tour. In my eyes, you won that derb at the Table Rock. That's the whole other story. But we'll move on to 2020. Okay, 2020 homecoming. 2 victories.
Yep.
2 victories, bro. 2 blue trophies in 1 year. That's crazy talk. Crazy talk. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Brandon Palanik. He's one of the king of the Durbers right there. That's what I'm saying. Wow. King of the Durbers. Nuts.
That was a serious intro.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Yeah. It was a
It was a
little
long one.
Yeah, it was a little long and dragged out. But I mean, but I mean, the fact of the matter is, man, look at this, dude. Like you have history already, and you're only 19 years old, and you've been and you've been doing this since 2010. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I am no longer one of the young guys. I'm in like that weird middle group.
Isn't that
Like
odd?
I'm not a legend, not like in the younger rookie class, and just I'm in that middle group. But that middle group is like usually where guys perform their best.
Yeah, you're getting seasoned. You know?
Yes.
You know what I mean? It's like second day pizza. You know, it's a
Yes,
little it's a little better. You know what I
You're
mean?
conditioned.
Yeah,
Seasoned.
yeah, seasoned, and
Weathered.
yeah, weathered,
And weathered.
But Brandon, and I mean this seriously, we've seen you evolve as an angler, especially mentally. Okay, and I'm gonna take credit for it. Not that we saw it. This side of you for the first time on this show. I remember because we watch a lot of Palanik as Bass fans. You know what I mean? And then you came onto this show and you got all clun one time. You really did. And whether you knew it or not, like, I mean, it was very like Palaniuk other level stuff. And that was the first time I ever really saw you go there. I don't know if you remember that episode. Do you remember that or no?
I do. I don't remember exactly what I was talking about, but I remember having like a talk beyond just like fishing techniques and tournament winnings.
Yeah. It was beyond the Bermuda Triangle, Joe. It was beyond
Yes.
Joe was holding up the triangle. It was beyond the Bermuda Triangle. It was awesome. But
Philosophical.
yes, he was very philosophical, very
The
spiritual.
He had a PhD.
Oh, it was the last one. He went all the brain chemistry on us.
Yes,
He was
yes.
He was at Carl's house in the storm.
At Carl's house in the storm.
Yeah.
Thank you, Andy. That's why you're the best producer, because it was at Carl's house in the storm. The electricity did something to your brain, and all of a sudden you were philosophical, Brandon, and it was amazing. And then I saw it from that point carry. Okay, so really not taking.
Yeah.
I'm just talking about marking
This is-
the history. Yeah, you kind of like. I think it was your evolution of an angler, and sometimes I'm going to put this in a way that artists try things, especially musicians, right? They'll try things that work best for them, and sometimes they'll try it out at a small club to see how things work out. And we were your small club, you know, Stray Cast. We were your small club, man, and you just expanded, and I like it. I like that. That's the part of the angler. That's the proper bassin man in you coming out. That's it.
I think it was an evolution for me as a person.
No.
Like it was beyond just like an evolution as an angler. It was an evolution of like who I am. Just kind of like digging deeper in to figuring out actually why I love this sport as much as I do. Not just saying that you love it, but actually why you love it, or why did I come back to bass, right? I mean, there's a lot of things that when you dig down and you really think about them, you come up with reasons, and the only way to do that is to go internal. You can't just look at stats and facts to do that. You have to dig deep to figure it out.
In your mind, I agree. And you need that alone time in order to achieve it. I know Jake is a very spiritual person as well, and that alone time with him is important in the development of his psyche as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Deep self-reflection. That's what happened.
There you go. And that makes great anglers, okay? That makes great anglers. Last week on the show, Randy Block had said the great anglers are the ones that on the water, I'm gonna put this in a nutshell, are able to eliminate all other bullshit going on in their lives and only focus on the bass at that moment. And that's it. And that's it. And that's it. All right, let's get on to this. Brandon, you're a derber. There's no doubt about it.
Derber.
You're a derber, okay? Give me a positive characteristic as a derber. A positive characteristic for you as a tournament fisherman, as a derber.
Optimistic outlooks.
Optimistic outlooks are positive characteristics of the derber. Now, I want to bring you to our next guest, and this is the powerhouse himself. Speaking of optimism, it's your best buddy, and it's one of your besties, and it's Jake Boomer, the powerhouse Jake Boomer, right?
Jockey Boomer.
Yeah, he's a power load, right? And you're like TNT, Jake Boomer. Boom.
El Presidente.
He is.
Presidente.
He is El
The
Presidente.
Rodfather, heavy is the crown.
Yes, he is the Rodfather.
None of these are self-given titles. Either.
Yes.
Like,
NPFL.
the best part is like, hey, it's the Presidente. I'm like, I didn't make that. Is that French? It's not me.
And the Rodfather.
And then I found out that most of it came from Joe. We're kind of pointed Joe.
Pat helped.
Yeah,
Pat helped.
I don't even know.
Pat and Joe. Yeah.
I don't even know I'm helping. But Jake, you're a Derber, bud. You're not only El Presidente, but you're a Derber. And you ventured into a new league. You did well over in the Western Western Division of the what was that? Would it be Costas or BF?
We only have Costas over here. Bass.
Yeah.
That is not a shot at Bass. Maybe a mild reminder.
Just a little yeah. Give us some Westies. But anyway, you did decent, and you made the commitment this year to go over to the NPFL. The brand new kids on the block had a bunch of hits.
Mm-hmm.
Chinese food makes them sick. Mm-hmm. But now you're here. You're at a new place, a new home, and you're making a name for yourself. You had a decent derb, and then derb, and then I don't know. I mean, how are you feeling? How are you feeling, Jake Boomer, about your new venture at the NPFL?
Well, I don't think I'm making a name for myself. I think,
of course, you are.
I enjoy it, and somehow because of my rod company and the people I hang out with, I get to be on interviews once in a while and share my
your dad. Your dad's
fishing,
awesome
for fishing rods. But yeah, I do like it. I like. I mean, not to give them any more credit than they deserve. I think it's good that we have organizations that are all not so much competing, but I think it's good for all of us have the opportunity to do, to travel and fish. I think the hardest thing for a guy like me is, I do have a family. I'm older. I'm not 19 like Brandon anymore.
Yeah,
22. And but anyways, I still want Alpha to do well. I have to run Alpha. My kids are in school here, so there's a lot of travel that was really. I did fish the Opens last year, and I got my teeth kicked in across the board, and all that really did was, make me want to do more of it. And so
it made you thirsty, and you wanted to just get revenge almost.
Yeah, after all the oral surgery, getting my teeth kicked in, I was just pretty motivated. NPFL is a good platform. I mean, I like the fact that it's just pure fish. You put your money in and you're going to compete.
Yeah.
And they really took a lot of the other stuff that we were dealing with when we were traveling kind of out of it and gave us an opportunity. For me, the best part of the opportunity is all that stuff, but just to learn what the East Coast looks like. Like over here, we don't have water willow. Like the first time I ever saw water willow was the day I dumped my boat into Neely Henry to do an Open 3 days later. You know what I mean? We don't. It's cool to see that stuff, to see fish that would never go deep. You know what I mean? Like we just did Wright Patman, which I think is a cool opportunity because nobody ever heard of the place, and it was an amazing fishery. It didn't really suit me, but because I'm not a flipper, you know what I mean? I'm out looking for fish offshore. I'm like, dude, there's one of them. If there's one brush pile, I can compete,
you can find it somewhere.
2 days later, I'm like, I guess I'm going to the brush with everybody else.
Going to flip that 1 ounce like Keith Carson.
Yeah. That was a cool tournament. I mean, I didn't do very well in it, but it was cool to see something like that. We don't have a lot of stuff like that.
But here's the bottom line. It's a new organization that is giving anglers an opportunity that they might not have. That's how I look at it. I mean, you decided to take a stab at it, as many others did. And it is a platform. It is a platform.
Totally.
But
they were super cool because when I called them and said, hey, I'm going to do this, but I'm fishing the Opens next year too. They were like, hey, we are not stepping on the toes of bass. And the one thing that Brad told me is like, if you qualify for the Classic, we'll give you your money back. You're out of your contract. You don't. I mean, it's really cool. It's not like they're coming in with their elbows high, punching. Hey, like, don't choose them. Choose that. Cool. And none of that is happening. It's more of like, hey, if you make the elites, we're proud of you. We'll support you all the way. And that was kind of a cool, just kind of a cool way that they placed it. And so
yeah, and Paul over there is an amazing human being, no doubt about it. Paul from
Mr. Benson,
fellow Rod Smith. So
a lot of mutual respect for him.
Yeah, no doubt.
It's just very cool to see how I don't like the word promote, but just how they're televising it and how it's that same vibe we feel as fans watching the NPFL too. Like they give off very good juju. Like it feels good to watch and it feels good to participate as a fan.
It's called Wojo.
It's a neat scene.
It's called Wojo, by the way.
Wojo.
Yes, not so. Please get it right, Joe, from now on. Which brings us to you, Joe. Which brings us to you, aspiring angler. Is that fair to say? Aspiring angler?
Yeah, I guess it depends on your definition of angler, but yeah, always aspiring.
I thought you were going to say my definition of aspiring, but
No.
You want to be a pro angler, right? That's what you want to do,
Definitely.
right?
Yeah, for sure.
And you want to have as many alpha rods as Brandon, right?
It's
He has more.
we could.
He
Yeah,
has
it's pretty
way
close.
more.
He is more for sure. He has more than me. He probably has more than me and Jake combined.
Wow.
I know, and I hear about it too.
You never been to
Especially
my
when
house.
Brandon's like, have you seen how many rods so and so has? And he calls me and asks me, how come so and so has so many rods? And I'm like, I don't know. The squeaky wheel.
Wow.
Like there's probably 20 in my boat, 30 on the front seat of my truck right now because I didn't know what to bring for this derby, and there's all my smallmouth stuff at home. You know?
Wow.
Like, yeah.
You sounds like Fighter when Fighter. Did you ever see how Fighter travels, Brandon, with the giant bag of rods? It's like literally bag o rods. So there's probably 100 of them in there.
It's like a bag of burgers.
It's like a whole bag o rods. But Joe,
That's how we should start selling rods.
bag
Bag of rods.
It's your bag of rods. Come on. You get a little street stand. You know what I'm saying? You get some of that street corn and bag o rods right there. Hey, Joe, but dude, you're aspiring to be a professional
For sure.
angler, okay? And
For sure. I mean, I believe that I can compete at the highest level with enough experience, but I'm just loving the journey. Like having met Jake and the guys at Phoenix and all of the other like people you just meet at the Classic, it's kind of like it's brought like a comfort. Like originally the dream was to fish at the highest level, but now I'm enjoying all the parts of the journey a lot more. Like, because the people along the way are just so stinking cool. Like, if I just end up working for Alpha for the rest of my life, I'd still be at peace. Like,
wow.
I don't know. I love all the people you meet in this industry.
Yeah. And
so
wait,
don't
we
quit
have
your day
benefits?
job.
I'm HR too, so it's pretty easy.
Oh yeah.
You know.
Forgot to tell you guys that Pat is HR now.
But Joe, you're taking a stab at this. I know you did decent at some BFLs, and you're like, okay, I'm gonna do this. This is the year, and you hear it said again and again. Like Brandon said, he wants to win an Open. They said it about last year, but I think this year might be the stiffest competition.
I mean,
in the Opens.
That's what everybody says, but
You know?
I'm sure it's been that way for the past decade. Like,
That's a good way to look at it.
maybe, and like, I'll be super honest. Like, I want to buy a house. Like, I'm in the process of buying a house. This wasn't like the best year for me to dive in, but the schedule is too perfect.
Okay.
Like, I've been here and it wasn't during the spawn. Like, I grinded it out the first week of October 3.5 years ago. I call Oneida home, and the St. Lawrence River is right there. So when the schedule came out, I was like, honey, like, I guess I'm fishing the Opens next
There you
year.
go.
Like,
You
how
gotta
could you
follow
say
the
no to
feeling.
that?
You got to follow the feeling. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So how is this? How's it going? How's the process so far? First derby of the year. How's the practice?
Well, I mean, I don't want to put the carriage in front of the horse, but I'm glad I've had a little more time here than Brandon, but I don't really think I needed it.
So you're feeling
Dude,
good. You're feeling good.
You're screwed
Yeah.
now. You totally
I know.
screwed yourself, Joe.
Well,
You
you
know,
guys know me. Like, I don't keep my mouth shut about anything. Like,
Unreal.
No, that's not what happened. What happens is this happened to me all last year because I traveled with Brandon in the Opens. Brandon will show up and get a half a day of practice and catch nothing. And
Oh,
he'll be
like-
and I'll be like, oh.
but
No, I
I
feel bad for
didn't
him. He got
mean
20
like,
pounds the
oh,
first
hey, I'm
day.
going to beat Brandon. I just mean like, I'm just happy with what I found, and I got on it quick. I mean, I've stayed away from the crowd. I've kind of done my own thing, and I've got the bites I needed to get in practice to make me feel good. Like, I didn't go out on the water today because of the gas shortage. Like,
wow,
I stayed in.
That's real, huh? That's a real thing?
Oh, gosh, you can barely get gas down here.
Wow.
It's crazy. Yeah.
Palanik's got a bunch in the camper.
I called the gas stations on the water that I'm going to use tomorrow. I was like, hey,
are they okay?
I'm coming in with family to have dinner at your restaurant. Like, will gas be available tomorrow?
You're buttering them.
Yeah, yeah.
Smart.
Yes, exactly. But dude,
yeah,
so,
sorry.
No, go ahead, Jake.
Because last year Brandon got a new nickname.
Okay.
He's called Wonder Boy.
Wonder Boy.
And when I was at the Opens,
Wonder
Brandon,
Boy.
I'd pass Brandon, because Brandon's pretty awesome. He was always helping. Hey, Jake, listen. I remember at Rayburn, he's like, hey, you're overthinking these largemouth. Fish them like smallmouth. And like, to me, like, I'm in Texas for the first time. I'm like, what? Like a largemouth that acts like a smallmouth? That's the dumbest thing I ever heard. He goes, no, serious. Drag around out deep. And I'm like, no. They have to have cover and blah, blah, blah. But anyways, I passed him one day. He's got nothing. I got 2 fish, Gene. And I spent the whole morning losing every fish I hooked. And then he comes in and he's got 16 pounds and a 7-pounder. And you're like, how did Wonder Boy do it? So like me and all the guys that were traveling were like, what'd Wonder Boy do? I don't know. I saw him at 11. He had nothing. Brandon's toting around 2 8s. You're like, so he's just, how'd Wonder Boy do? That's what we call him now.
That's perfect.
At Neely Henry, I pulled up to him because I was finally catching fish on a little crankbait. I borrowed a boat. I had no DT6. Swear to God. Brandon, am I allowed to ask for a bait from you? Yep. Okay. Can I have a DT6? He's like, sure, let me get it. Oh, I got a big one. And I'm like, hold on.
It just happens awesome. That way.
He's got this big smallmouth. And to add like insult into injury, the bass photographer standing on the dock yelling at me, hey, you nobody, get out of the way. I'm taking a picture.
It was awesome.
Boy, that made you feel amazing, didn't it?
I took the crankbait that he gave me and I smashed it with a hammer when I got back.
Hey, Andy, can you make Brandon in a Wonder Boy costume? Yeah, please. That's coming. That's coming for you, Boomer. Don't worry about that. Joe, all right, last deal here about the Opens at James here. So I don't expect you to give us too much, or give away too much, but what is what?
No, go ahead.
What alpha rod will see the most time during this event?
Power skip.
The power skip.
That really doesn't narrow it down that much.
I have 4 on the deck. 2 for one thing, 2 for another.
And that's a 6'11" or a 6'10" or something.
Yeah.
Yeah, I got.
Yeah. It's
perfect example. I only own 2 and he's got 4 on the deck.
Okay. There it is. See,
I only own 4. I don't know why I only own 4. I should have more. I use it for everything.
Wow, that's your deal, huh? You like
it's so
like Thrift. Brian Thrift likes that.
I met Jake in 2018, and I thought I knew what I liked in a rod back then. And since I bought all these tools from him, my likes have changed. Like, it's been like an evolution of what I use for what techniques. And like through the conversations that I've had with him, when I hang up the phone, I'm like bells will go off in my head and I'm like, oh my gosh, like I need to be using this tool for this application more. And to be really honest, like with the power skip, especially, like I've heard Jake say on interviews, like, oh, the Louisiana guys like it for tight quarters. And I mean, fighter flips with a 7-foot rod. I mean, there you go, Brandon. Does that help you?
Nah, I'm not flipping.
Yeah.
He's mag hater. He's mag hater.
I mean, it's probably the most versatile rod.
Okay,
in the quiver.
so the skip rod, it didn't help anything, Brandon. I was trying to get you a little sneak
juice
thing, but yeah.
Hey, I do have a power skip tied up and ready to rock and roll tomorrow.
Okay.
So
Didn't you use a power skip in Neely Henry?
I caught probably 90% of my fish on the power skip at Neely Henry.
Wow. Okay. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go.
I was
if that
throwing
makes-
I was throwing a frog on 50-pound braid, but it was a really small little frog, and the Zilla was just too much for it. And so I went down to his little brother, the power skip, and it was perfect.
What were you throwing at the Sabinus?
The Sabinus, I had a power skip on. Let's see, what did I catch my 7 bass on? Actually, I caught him on a Slasher, Zilla, power skip, and a DSR.
And a
So I was
DSR.
drop shot, cover pop. I was catching them on like a little flashy J type deal
Gotcha.
with a little slammer on it, and then I flipped some. So
Now, Joe, you run the Alpha social media page, the IG.
Jake has granted me that.
Yes,
I'm
and you're
worthy
doing a
of
great
doing
job.
such
You're
things.
doing a great job, by the way.
Well,
Thank you.
you are.
Thank you.
Now that I think about it, now you are HR fat.
Yes.
'Cause that was like you're like Boomer.
Yeah.
Yes.
like Boomer. You suck. You're not doing anything. On social media.
No, I'm
That Joe guy is
Yes.
a great. You should ask Joe if he'd do it.
Yes,
You're a
well,
Boomer.
I'm keeping the peace between the family is what I'm doing as
You are
as
HR.
HR.
You'll get your benefits package.
Thank you. Thank you. Yes. The but here's the matter of fact, and you guys both listed. I asked you that question on purpose about what rods you were using in the last few derbs, and I just wanted to say Sabinus. That's why I asked Brandon that thing. It sounds like a river, but
Yeah, my kids are watching.
yes. Anyway, you recently did a
My students are watching.
yes, congratulations. You recently did a poll on the IG page.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
About a very, very special material that's near and dear to my heart and every winder's heart, and that is an S-glass or a composite material.
100%.
100%.
100%.
And the whole topic that we're coming to at this point is once you go glass, you never go back. And is that right, Brandon? I mean, you tell me. Go ahead and argue, Brandon.
I'm not as hardcore on glass as you are, where I'm like, I want glass for everything. I want to flip with glass. I want to top water with glass.
No flip. I don't flip with glass.
Okay. If it's a moving bait, it's pretty hard not to fish it on glass.
That's right.
And there's some that I don't like top waters, but I still like a composite kind of blend for a top water. Like if you have a moving bait, glass, the properties of glass, and not just any glass, you have to have the right glass, the right strain and blend of it.
100%.
And then not only that, when you have the right materials, you also have to have somebody that can actually wrap it around a mandrel correctly. And then you have to build it. After you have the raw blank, you have to actually build that raw blank correctly and then build the components on it correctly. So it's probably one of the most difficult ones to get right, I feel like, in a lineup of rods, and it's probably the one that I see most companies mess up on. And where I feel like Alpha shines like one of the most is in our glass abilities. And it doesn't take very long for somebody to pick one up and throw a bait with it and go, oh my gosh.
Yeah.
Like it's different, and allowing fish to inhale a bait better, right? I mean, it originated for crankbaits, right? I mean, that's when everyone really thinks about it for. But I don't throw I still throw all of my bladed jigs on the rebound, like 100% glass. And
I as well.
I mean, you would think like, oh, it's a single jig hook bait, like that you don't have enough power. But glass, if it's built right, has an even, parabolic bend. I'm not telling you anything new. I'm
No,
just
please
telling
explain.
the viewers if they don't know anything about
absolutely.
glass.
That's why I'm asking.
And so I wish I had a bladed jig right here to explain it, but say that this is the blade of your bladed jig. This hand is the hook, right? So we're rotating like this.
Yep.
When a fish eats it, a lot of times that blade folds. And when you set the hook, if you have a super fast tapered rod, it snaps that blade up. This is something me and Jake have talked about a ton. And it snaps that blade up. Well, if something was to smack you in the top of your mouth, you'd try to blow it out. That's exactly what a bass tries to do.
And punch.
But when you and punch.
Yes.
But with glass, it slows that process. It allows that hook to start driving first. And I just think you get a much better hook. And then when you actually have them hooked, it's just a matter of keeping steady pressure on them, right? And not allowing that rod to go straight and
Keeping it loaded.
just
Keeping
Just
them
crank
skiing.
on 'em.
Keeping it coming.
Yap and ski.
Yap and ski. There it is. And
snag, bag, and drag.
it is. The only winding bait that I don't throw on a S-class or a composite rod is a swim jig. And everything else that I wind, or anything else with trebles, even topwaters, in my opinion, the new rebound. Okay, there's I think it's safe to say there's like V1, V2 type rebounds. Is that a safe
An
evolution of the rebound?
Alphalution.
Alphalution. Thank you, Joe. Very well said. I think that this version right now, this 7-foot alpha rebound, can do anything. Like anything. I think you could throw a small jerk bait on it, and I think you could throw a DD22 on it. I'm serious. I really do. I think you can do anything.
We got a Meg rebound for that.
Yeah, we do.
I understand that. I get that.
But you could.
I get that. I'm just trying to tell you the versatility of the new material. In my opinion,
I'm tempted to actually kind of argue with the president and the prodigy and more agree with Pat. I never thought that would happen in my life. But
wow. Wait, what?
I think the rebound's one of the most versatile rods that we own. I mean, I don't throw a DD22 on it because I have several mag rebounds and other various things that work a little better, but it can handle it for sure.
And you're right. And but if you have the mag rebound, you don't need the 7 foot for it. But the fact of the matter is that rebound, this alphalution of this rebound has become the most versatile version I've ever seen. I mean, I throw spinnerbaits on it as well. I know, Brandon, you like the graphite still for spinnerbaits, don't you?
Do, but it still has somewhat of a parabolic bend. I just like to throw my spinnerbaits most of the time around cover, and so I want a little bit faster taper to be able to roll and make those slight casts with
little
it.
Snap casts.
Little quarter ounce wrist rolls around brush and docks and stuff. What do you throw your buzzbait on, Pat?
On a rebound.
You do?
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
I throw mine on chatterbound.
Okay. Well, I used to be on the chatterbound.
Oh, my God.
I used to be on the chatterbound. And I threw my spinnerbaits on the chatterbound as well. But once Pops and Jake finally got the formula. Can we call it the formula, right, Jake?
Yeah.
The scientific.
I like how everybody likes this guy.
The scientist.
You were painting this persona that I'm like some mad scientist in the background.
No, you are. You are.
Yeah, a little of the green stuff on top of the other bubbly stuff, and then we heated it to 475.
That's what I picture.
Yeah.
Heating
mandrels.
Cool.
You start wearing a lab coat to work?
I should. Yeah.
He does.
No eye patch.
Just a lab coat.
Yeah. No, that's. I mean, I was taught at a young age that it's better to know people that are really intelligent than try to be the most intelligent guy in the world. Know what you don't know, and I've been blessed that people want to have these conversations with me. But the guys that are help designing these planks in the background are, they're geniuses. Just being able to communicate with them. So
Yeah.
I don't want anybody to be like, Jake's back there with a textile machine ripping panels off the space shuttle, making the best graphite you've ever seen. You know what I mean?
That you're not making the best graphite we've ever seen, but you are out there ripping panels off the space shuttle, making the best S glass we've ever seen. So
Running. You gotta run from them too.
and that's what we're talking about. But you've done a great deal of Alphalution with this material, and let's educate the audience here a little bit about the glass rod. And Brandon, I think you and I, before the whole Alpha deal, you and I had kind of talked about glass rods. I mean, I think it was at some sports show in Chicago or something one time, and you and I had a pretty in-depth conversation about custom rods. I think I had some for a seminar or something, and you were like, what are these things or whatever? And then we got talking, and you knew exactly what they were because you were already in your brain with this top secret project with Boomer. And you guys had studied a gentleman named Rich Forehand a little bit, and that's kind of like very important in the evolution of bass fishing rods. For those that don't know, in my opinion, and many will back it up, Rich Forehand was the first man to ever use the split grip in a custom bass rod. What do you think about that, Jake? Is that a factual statement?
It's very true.
Okay.
Actually, most of the innovations in the fishing rod world were pioneered by the custom builders. Rich Forehand was a major part of the beginning of that. The original flipping stick, right?
Sure, absolutely. And here's what I thought, like, when Alpha first came out, Brandon's like, Pat, check out Alpha, see what's going on. And I flipped out once I checked it out, and I got a hold of you, Jake. And what I was most impressed with is you actually paid homage to the fact that most modern bass rods are a direct result of Rich Forehand's designs. The S-glass, the parabolic actions, the spinning rod that Brandon has won $gazillion on, the DSR.
Brandon takes all the credit for that.
No, well, it's a derivative of its grandpappy, the old popping rod, the popping rod. Yeah.
Oh, the 804.
The 804. The 804.
The 804 IP, yep.
Yeah. So, I mean, but here's the fact of the matter. You guys paid homage and you started it right. You have people behind the scenes involved in the design of these Alpha rods that we can't mention. It's like the Wizard of Oz. It's like do not pay any attention to the rod designer behind the curtain. It is not the Wizard of Oz. But I mean, the fact of the matter is, back to the fact that once you go glass, you never go back. You guys have designed the best glass rod in the industry with this new blank. I'm saying it. I really am.
I'll agree.
I'm saying it. I've seen them all. I've messed with lots of them. And this new one's the deal. I don't care if you buy the thing or not. That's not the purpose of this. I just want to tell you that you guys finally did it. You finally did it.
I think we did it before, too.
No, you didn't.
I think this new one just elevated it.
Well, here's the thing. You did it before, but now it's perfect. Now
I don't think anything compares in the glass world.
Now it's perfect because before it might have been just a little bit too, and now it's more, you know what I mean? It's a little more, instead of, but I mean, it works.
It's really not that hard. Just listen to the people.
Yeah, well, there you go.
I don't know the answer to this, but like, why hasn't anyone else gotten anywhere close? I don't know, but like the sensitivity, the balance, the feel, it's by far the lightest overall in your hand. Like, I don't know if that's just because it's balanced so much better than everything else, but nobody does a glass rod like that.
You said it, Brandon, that that's the key to is to building. You have to have the correct materials and build it correctly, right? So there's lots of glass rods and lots of manufacturers that build glass rods, but doing it correctly is the key. And you're touching on it there. Joe Alpha's done it. Like, I'll be honest with you, I've seen Fighters ones are good too. Those glass rods are well too. But then I'm not going to say guys I've been in the boat with where the glass rods are not good. I can't say that because that's not fair. But it's an example of, let's take a material that you use on weed eaters and then put guides on it and bass fish with it.
They
Well, I
actually do
mean,
that.
yeah,
They actually do. They actually use S-Class to make weed eaters.
I know they
And they also make those like
Pole vault
big
poles.
antennas. Yeah, those big antennas you see like on a Humvee.
Yeah.
It's the same material.
and the same stuff when you're cruising in Okeechobee through the cane lanes.
Yep.
Those
All
are
right.
those are all.
All right, so I gotta
Feel
tell you
differently.
this. I've never told Boomer this.
Uh-oh.
So in college,
Oh,
I
gosh.
used to pole vault, and I actually had one
Is
of
that
the
what you call it?
companies. Yeah, so I actually had one of the companies custom make me some poles out of S-Glass that they were making in like the much larger sizes, so you could like actually carry them. But like I was really little, like I am really little. And I like couldn't get my hands around some of the like big E-glass poles when I started getting bigger and bigger. So I started having that company like custom make me S-glass poles because they could use less material and put it on a smaller mandrel, and it actually like will retain its shape like a lot faster. So when you bend it, you can put it the same amount of like load on one of those poles, but it'll start to return to its straightened form like much quicker.
You mean it'll
And-
rebound?
It'll rebound so much faster.
No
So,
pun
like-
Could you put guides on
So,
it?
like,
Is there guides
so
on
like
it now?
I used to fish a lot like as a kid growing up, but then like it's so funny, I started having these conversations with Boomer back in like 2018, and I just like started like pulling all of this information from like my track and field past, like from high school and college. It was just it was like a match made in heaven.
There it is. Hey, Boomer, why did you decide to bring in an S-Glass rod to the line? Like when you first started the deal, why did you and Brandon, why was that a necessity? A lot of,
Well, I have to tell you this. Brandon didn't like the S-Class.
Oh,
No,
wow.
No, the first couple I
I
sent
didn't
him in
like
that.
glass at first.
Yeah, and that was like back in the day, like before there was an Alpha Angler as a big company idea. I remember just saying, "Hey, you need to try these." But I remember sending them to him for chatterbaits. I think it was chatterbaits, maybe not. I just remember I sent two of them saying, "Hey,
I
you gotta try
needed a DT10 rod.
this." That's what it was.
Aha, okay.
So, but like, I think I hate that people would think about us the wrong way. Like, there's not a back door where there's like 100 people behind me making. Well, actually, there is, but there's no like real scientific rod design. The trick is the trick that I've figured out is I take every aspect. Like, I take the Joe Labarberas on one very far end of the tournament angler side of the world, and then the Louisiana guys and the Brandons, and you take all that information and you realize that everybody's trying to get to the same point. If we all didn't fish, we couldn't make crap. We'd be horrible, right? You really can't design rods by committee. And like when I talk to Joe, and I understand Joe's personality and the way he fishes, the rods that I would recommend to him are way different. You know what I mean? But I have Brandon is a very good sounding board because Brandon isn't like, I don't want to say this. Brandon isn't like off the wall in any of his, like
No
you're like
absolutes.
you're a bread and butter, right? Like
Okay.
you do everything equally well. You're a generalist, right? I just read an article that Wheeler wrote about generalists and specialists. And I think in the BPT world, the generalists are showing out to be a little bit better than specialists. Brandon is a specialist, but he's not like a crazy, like, you're never going to see like this crazy.
Like Harvey Keitel is a cleanup guy. Yes.
Just,
Brandon.
he's a lot like Harvey Keitel.
Yes.
But the whole thing, like that, it's kind of like my other analogy is Klaus building Phoenix boats. And I know, and I don't care what boat you use, it's not the point. The point is that I respect him because he's still in the sport, and we're evolving so fast. Like our techniques are evolving so fast, and there's more people on the water, but yet we're still catching big bags. Exactly. So the same thing. Really, all I'm trying to do is the raw design stuff. Is you get so much information, and I just want to know like the tiny little things that make. I want to find, like, I ask the guys that will actually tell me the truth when they win a tournament, what they won it on. Like a couple guys, some of the local kids here just weighed 33 pounds, 34 pounds almost, and won a tournament. They won it on the mag rebound. Those are the guys I'm going to pick their brains. I don't want their spots. I don't really care what the bait color was. I don't care about any of that crap. I just want to know, what they were eating, why they were eating it. Give me some of those details.
Put it
because
together
I know
yourself.
Yeah, exactly. But they answered a lot of questions. Those guys weighed 34 pounds on a mag rebound in front of chatterbait. You know what I mean? And you're sitting there
something going
like,
on. Yeah, something going on.
and I remember like, did I tell you guys about that? Because that's my secret, you little punks. You know what I mean? But I like,
it
all of a
buttons them.
sudden, everybody in the Northwest wants a mag rebound. I can't figure out why.
So here's what I got to know. Here's what I got to know. When you started the deal, when you started the company, what turned you onto the S-Class thing? Like, what in your research, what individual, what reading, what made you aware of this S-Class?
That's a good question. I'm a huge believer in mentors in everything you do. I think that you should be able to discern from others things that you learn a lot faster that way. And I had 2 mentors in the rod building world, and one of them I think was probably a student of forehand back in the day. And I remember him sending them to me, and he's like, "Hey, you got to try this, whatever it is." And they were ugly, bright green, ugly. I remember trying to build on them. There wasn't components that fit on them.
I have them.
I actually didn't. The first couple we got, we built them up, and I think I gave them away to like local kids. I'm like, "Here, go use this for trout fishing." But that took a little while. But you know what? The force is I have a type A personality. I fish a lot like Joe with the hyper. And you got the other guys that are less type A, like Brandon is more controlled. I mean, he gets excited on the hook set. A good example of the opposite of me would be Zach Burge. Zach Burge, you could have a bomb go on next to him, and he'll go like this. Oh, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? That dude goes, "I got a bite," and he just keeps reeling. Jake's goes, "I got a bite," and I land somewhere by the back seats. Right? I just freak out.
Okay.
And I was losing too many big fish on a chatterbait, and I called my mentors and said, "I suck. What's going on? I'm getting these fish hooked. I'm not getting them in the boat." And he said, "Remember those glass rods I sent you?" I said, "Yeah." And so I did the homework and the research. I had to go find those kids I gave the glass rods to, push them over, take the rods
take them back, take their lunch money.
Just kidding. That's actually how that started, and it just.
So someone said, "Jake, here, this is the rod, and it's the S-Class Seeker Blank." That was the one.
A Seeker Blank.
That's
top secret. That's a top secret you just gave out.
Oh.
I still have the bruise from when you pushed me over.
Hey, I'm not that old. But I did kick him off his bike.
But I mean, the fact of the matter is you've evolved that blank, the original forehand blank. That's the forehand blank right
For
there.
sure.
And you've evolved.
We had to find somebody that could roll it. The hardest part about glass, especially S-Class, is it's a nightmare to roll. It's hard to get straight. So
yeah, the original glass blanks were like this way to Albuquerque. Exactly. But I still have the originals, man. I still have one of the OG PBM winding rods, and that I mean, that rod, just so people know, and the rod that you guys are building now, is a derivative, a direct ancestor of the original proper Bass and Man winding rod that Clun used. That Gary Klein used when he used to be Gary Klein, and when and I mean Van Dam, that rod is a derivative of what Van Dam uses. All of them, right. All the great winders, even the rod fighters using is a derivative of that original rod. Brandon Palanik
took the good things, the good properties of those rods, and we took the bad properties and we eliminated the bad and kept the good.
Yeah, that's right. You
studied what things we didn't like and what things we did like, and that is a direct result of our direct to consumer business model. It's all of those things. Like that is all derived from that type of stuff.
Hey,
study sounds pretty educational. Like you can imagine us all in a library, really quiet, studying the bad.
No,
but it actually looks like this. I know it sucks, Brandon. I'm working on it. Yeah. Is there anything you do like about it? No.
Is he crying a lot about that? Oh, goodness gracious!
I do love that though, because your anglers will tell you first what they hate. They'll be like, "Yeah, this has got potential, but it sucks."
You don't do that.
Oh man, I've been in the deepest conversations about hook hangers. Like guys are just up in arms about hook hangers.
Oh my gosh!
Like, from here to the top of the world, and I'm like, "This is what I'm going to do."
Well, here
I'm going to put 9 hook keepers.
Let me tell you something, Boomer. I'm going to be straight up with you here. I went fishing with our buddy Aaron Martins a couple weeks ago, and he was looking at my alphas, and he said the hook hanger on the the Zillas and the flip sticks you make me. That's perfect. That's exactly where a hook hanger should be, he said. The other ones on the winders, that's not it. That's not the answer. They should all be in that spot. That's what he's saying.
Tell him, Jake. Tell him.
Actually, I agree, but most people feel the opposite of Aaron. And then, but like, I watched a dude about 4 years ago before Alpha got big with like a $600 Loomis when they had the little round hoop things. And this is an old school fisherman, a good fisherman. He got that rod right out of the package, took a pair of pliers, and pulled the loop, just ripped it right off the rod.
Wouldn't have it.
It's like, you don't even have the hook came. You just stick it on the reel. Like
that's what I do.
Yeah. And I was like, there's no reason to rip that off there. It wasn't really in the way. But guys do it the way they like, right? You know, that's the way that. But man, if you find a guy that doesn't like them in the back, or even the guy, my fishing partner, my at-home fishing partner, I had to fish. Him and I were fishing last Saturday, and I probably got it 3 times. You know what? This hook hanger sucks. But then you got somebody like Aaron Martin says it's awesome.
Yeah, there
so
you
just
go.
got to balance it.
I'm going with what Aaron says. I don't know.
Yeah.
I mean, that guy.
That's what I'm going to say from now on.
He did something right. He did something right. So, I think we need. I think it's about time, Andy. What do you think? Let's bring in our next guest, and I know we're going to have to let you guys go soon. You got a big day tomorrow. I know Brandon and Joe. You got a big derby tomorrow over there.
Hey, what boat are you, Derby boy?
I'm 9.
Holy shnikes.
9?
9, brah.
What are you, Brandon?
And the first 30 miles of the river I haven't run yet.
My light just went out. Oh, that's perfect. I'm 154, so I should be able to follow Joe perfectly.
I'm going to be going 45 because I've never seen the first 30 miles of the river.
Just keep her
You should
floored.
be able
You'll
to
be all
catch
right.
me.
Yeah, you'll be fine. Just
You
keep
should be
her
able
up
to
on-
catch me.
Keep her up on pad. Keep her up.
Yeah.
Send her, bud. You'll be all right.
I got to keep Klaus's boat safe, you know?
You better.
Oh.
You better not do anything. Are we good,
There's
Jitch?
that trailer, man of love.
Ladies and gentlemen, we give to you
am I on?
Bassmaster.
I thought Andy had
No, you go.
name.
Bassmaster Elite Series rookie Matthew Robertson, my brother right here. Yes.
Sorry, fellas. Oh man.
And everybody's like, wait a second, what the heck's Robertson doing here with Boomer and Joe and Palanik? Well, the key between Matthew and Boomer is that Matt's a big fan of the glass rod as well, but Matt throws the ugly stick. Matt throws the original. The original.
Aren't all their rods built out of glass?
Yeah. It's basically.
Yeah, all the other ones.
Matt's the new.
Can't break them, bud.
And but the real deal is that you and Brandon got a little history, man.
Yeah.
And I read a cool article that Brandon actually did on it,
We slept together back in the day.
Yeah.
Not in the same bed.
It was a magical
Same
evening.
hotel room.
Brandon tried to slip over there. I didn't tell nobody. But told him to back off a little bit.
Those aren't pillows.
Oh gosh.
Who wants to tell the story? Who wants to tell the story of the magic? Do you have magic evening music, Andy? Look,
Hey, hang on. Honey!
Putting the kids to bed for this one. Who's telling the story, Brandon or Matt?
Oh,
Go ahead, Brandon. I'll chime in.
Okay, I'll let Matt chime in.
Okay, but
So this was, gosh, I would have been 18, I think. No, I was past 18. I had to have been like 20.
He's legal.
2021.
It was 08. I'm pretty sure.
oh wait,
Yeah,
gotcha.
I would have been.
Oh, wait.
I was like around 20. I was just trying to think if I would have been 20 or 21 yet, but I think I was
You
20.
wasn't- I don't know if you was 21. I thought you was like 19.
Yeah, I think I was. Yeah, I was right
I
in there
thought you was a
somewhere.
little
But
punk.
it was my first. It was my first nation championship. It was actually TBF. It was
Okay,
under the FLW umbrella.
gotcha.
I fished both back there, and because Idaho, you could fish both BASS and TBF, and qualified for national championship on Lake Wiley. I've never been off the West Coast really, and they room us with other guys because they're paying for our room. So of course they're going to save money, and you're going to bunk up with someone else. So here comes 19, 20-year-old version of me from Idaho. And here comes, he was a slightly cleaner cut version, but still the same Matt Robertson from Kentucky, rooming together at Lake Wiley in North Carolina.
Wow.
Yes. And I just remember thinking, like, there's no way that everybody on the east part of the country talks like this.
There's no way. No possibility.
No way. No way.
You hit the lottery, bud. Don't worry.
Oh my gosh, I got the best of the best. But I think, like, the cool thing, and this is like kudos to that level of tournaments, is that like there's a different type of camaraderie at that level. I feel like I don't know. I mean, there's some dudes that have egos, but there's a much less of it. You know, I mean, everybody's there and seems to enjoy their time. You know, and like
they know why they're there.
You can take people from like way different parts of the world, but you're still there for the same reason, and you instantly have that mutual respect for each other on that, like, because of that level. That's the way I think about it. Matt probably thinks about it completely different, but it kind of goes. I've seen that with other countries, and I think it happens like at the federation level, just from different states. Like, guys, everybody's there for the same reason. Everybody loves bass fishing. There's lots of proper bassin men.
Nice, cool way to put it.
Within that
you
group.
see it a lot in the nation.
Yeah, for
man.
sure.
No doubt. The common bond is definitely.
And then here we are, all the way fast forward to 2021.
15 years later.
Hey, so
we are competing against each other once again.
Isn't that nuts?
Yeah.
In the full circle, bud. Full circle. And Matt, let's face it, Brandon's quite a role model. He really is.
Oh yeah.
I mean, to all anglers. To kids, adults alike, every age of angler, every phase of angling, Brandon Palanik is a role model. So I have to ask you this, Brandon. I know that you're a fan of the sport. I see you at every weigh-in, Brandon. Every weigh-in, you're there. To always congratulating the winners. And I know you see things and you're observant and you're in a new phase of your angling. So with that, I ask you, in observation of Matthew Robertson's first events on tour, please give him some advice. Advice.
Give him advice.
Yes,
or
advice.
Give my.
Yes, give him advice.
Like
yeah, your outlook, your deal. Just give him your Brandonism. Give him criticism. We'll give him whatever.
Criticism.
Yeah, like tough love. Give me some tough love. Tough love at Matt Robertson.
It's hard to give a dude tough love when he's been whooping your butt every now and then. I mean, the dude's been taking your money. It's kind of hard to criticize the guy. I mean,
go Full Metal Jacket on me, Brandon. Let's hear about it.
Here's my number one thing is to be like, Matt needs to continue to be Matt.
Okay.
And I think that resonates with a lot of people. Now, I mean, sometimes Matt needs to tone Matt down every now and then, depending on. I mean, Matt needs some awareness every once in a while when he's on live.
Oh,
because I remember watching live.
Oh,
and he's like, "Hey, we on live? We on live right now?" I won't go into the rest of the story,
no.
but
Did you have to pee or something?
But I was like literally watching, and he's like, "We on live?" And then I get the guy said no. But he was on live. He was like the live guy. It wasn't like he was in a 4-box.
Okay.
He was the live screen.
I gotcha.
And then he went on to talk about what he didn't want on live.
These rods over here, man.
He's like, don't show these over
Don't
here.
zoom in over here on this side. You can look at this side, but don't look at this side.
And meanwhile, it's all right there on live.
Yeah, like the guy shooting it. He's like, yeah, don't zoom in on this side. You can zoom in on this side, not this side. We live. Nah. All right.
All I need to know is where was that? What lake? So I can pull the archive.
Main River.
Sabinus. It's
But-
called the Sabinus.
But here, I mean, the thing is like, yeah, Matt needs to continue to be Matt. Matt needs to fish the way that Matt knows how to fish, and he'll be just fine. Take advantage of, maybe not take advantage, but use who you are to continue to elevate your career on both the fishing side and the business side.
Yeah.
Because you're unique in a good way, and on the water and off the water. And I mean, he may talk, and people look at him and they're like, "What is he talking about? He must not know a dang thing." But I promise you, he is way, way smarter than a lot of people think. I will promise you that.
I appreciate that, Brandon.
There it is.
I will promise you that. There's much more depth to Matt Robertson than just what you see on the outside.
It's like a trick. It's like his game. It's luring you in.
Yeah.
Oh, it's a
Yeah, yeah.
He's a Kansas City shuffle, but it's more like a Kentucky shuffle. You know what I mean? But hey,
I say scroll it as a bite stuff. I just want to ask Matt, like, about every tournament. Matt, did that guy really give you a top water at Douglas Lake? Because that was badass. Sorry.
Yeah, I did.
I just want to.
Yeah, he did. I was like, "Hey, dude, got that top water?"
I just want to know,
like a bad drug deal.
I want to know, like, out of the tackle he got back, did you get the 250s back? Like, did you get some of the
junk?
Oh.
Yeah, I got my boat seats, a trolling motor, and some plastics.
But not
whenever
the big
they called me,
baits.
they was like, "We think we got it all." So we drove to Texas right then, 26-hour round trip for, $150 worth of plastics, boat seats, and a 4-track trolling motor. So, but they put the port tracks on this like really cool dolly, and I could just roll it around anywhere. It's really convenient. So I got that plus.
Oh my goodness. Hey, here's the bottom line. Brandon, Matt, you guys are at it now, competing against each other, full circle. All these years later, after 2008. 12, what's that? 13 years or something? Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's a long time, guys. That's a long time.
It is.
So,
I think it just shows like when guys have the drive to do it. I mean, I think that's one of the coolest things watching Matt's career, like before he made it to the elites, is just the drive to make it at all costs, right? Doesn't have to be fancy. Nothing has to be shiny. Nothing has to be new. If that man needs a graph on his front deck, he will take whatever bolts and nuts he can find and screw them right to the floor of the front deck of his boat.
Don't need to be colored and coordinated or fancy. He's got it.
But guess what? He is going to whoop you Friday, Saturday, and Sunday with it. And here's the thing. Like, he's talked about it. His truck costs more than his house. And if that's the case, I promise you his swim bait collection that got stolen cost more than his house as well.
As a matter of fact, it did.
Yeah, but I know it did because I know what you had in it. But I mean, that alone is, I think, like, to me, that is something that is so special. And I think something that people need to look at and be aware of. That it's why
most guys
take
don't
all
make
these
it.
things. They think they need all of these things that they don't actually need. They think they need the fancy things and all the crazy boats and electronics and the newest gadgets, when really they need the drive and the dedication more than anything.
And want to succeed. And
well, like Matt, you could tell me this because I know Brandon really well, but like you got to put up with the fact that you can't quit. Most guys won't make it because they can't endure. They look at 20 years or 15 years of busting your ass on the road, and they're like, "Oh, Matt's an instant success." Like the first time they heard of Matt, you know what I mean? And Matt, you've been crushing people for years locally, and made the classic is the first time when most people heard about you. But you've been doing this for a long time, right? Because
man. I think a lot of people think they want to do it, but I don't think they understand, the hard work that goes into it. And everybody comes from different situations. Me, come from a certain situation. And, dude, I remember times whenever I'd get up at 6 o'clock, be at work at 6 o'clock in the morning, work 2 full-time machinist jobs, get off 11:30 at night, do it 6-7 days a week. And on the 45th day, whenever they don't tell me to come in on Saturday, I was supposed to be there, but I just go fishing anyways. I get a phone call. Hey, why ain't you at work? You didn't tell me to come in. Well, you're supposed to be here. Don't give a damn. I'm going fishing. I'm out. But yeah, dude, it's hard work on and off the water. And whenever I did have the opportunity to fish the little bit of time, I'd get out there and yeah, man, I just don't think. I think a lot of people want to do it, but I don't think they understand the amount of work it takes. Guys like Brandon, myself, and these other guys, like you get to see some of it with the videos Brandon does, but dude, I'm telling you, like you don't like the time off the camera. Like I started to try to do a video series myself, and I'm gonna tell you what. I even told Brandon, I said, I don't even know how you do that, dude. I can't do it.
It's natural for Brandon now.
Yeah. I'm telling you, man, but it's all worth it. You just got to be willing. I mean, you pretty much got to dedicate your life to it, I think.
100%. All in or nothing. And speaking of all in or nothing, Brandon, Joe, you guys got to go to work tomorrow. So,
Joe.
Yeah, I mean, we gotta let you guys go in booms. I mean, dude, when's your next NPFL, Boomer?
In a couple weeks.
Couple weeks.
First weekend in June, I think.
First weekend in June. Well, good luck tomorrow, Joe, on your first deal on the James.
Thank you.
And
thank you,
Brandon. You've done well on the James before. I've heard you've done okay there.
Later in the year.
So good luck there, and Matt, you want to stick around? We got plenty of good times to roll.
Oh yeah, we'll stick around.
Yeah, so let's hang out.
Matt's got all the goods.
Yeah, Matt's got the good goods. We're gonna get a little bit more on them. You know what I mean? And Brandon, get some rest. Thank you for taking time out to come on the show tonight, and same to you, Joe, and of course, same to you, Boomer. And keep making fine quality products and fishing rods for the Bass Galaxy. All right, bud.
Yeah, good luck.
Problem.
Thanks. Hit him with that Wojo, Matt. Hit him with the Wojo.
Hit him with the Wojo.
Give him some Wojo. Hey, Matt, give him some Wojo for tomorrow. Give him some. Sure to do well. You're sure to do well.
You got the Wojo. Take it all in.
Take care, Alpha Army. Peace.
See ya.
Later, bros. That's it. Brandon Palanik, Joe Labarbera, and Jake Boomer, El Presidente. Maddie, how you doing, bud?
I'm doing good, buddy.
You got a week off, man. You got a week off.
Oh, dude, I know. I've just been, actually, I want to say I've been doing not a whole lot of nothing, but, oh, man, I've been running sideways.
You're getting you're moving the trailer.
Trying to, man. Trying to. Cass was complaining that the mower wasn't mowing real well, and because it took her about 7 hours to mow 9 acres, and shouldn't have took her that long. But I guess it's because I run over a bunch of dirt clods out there where I had the bobcat out there. I just got tired of going around every time, so I'll just knock them down with these mower blades. So that don't work too well because I had to have my buddy Brian come over and help me sharpen them.
Unreal. But hey, it's the life of a bassin man trying to get things done before he goes out to work the next time, and the work never ends. It just shows you at home on the water. It's always there, 7 days a week. Matt Robertson.
I'm telling you,
being a bassin man ain't easy. It ain't easy. And you're and this is is this the official halfway point? Are we halfway in the elites? Or no, there's 9 events, right? 9 events?
Yeah, I think we're halfway. I think that might have been the 5th one. Gunnersville.
No, 6.
That's 6 into it.
Yeah, 6 into it. And there's 9 events.
Yeah.
So we're more than halfway. We're more than
yeah.
And Matt, do you I mean it's kind of gotta absolutely have sunken in by now. You're an Elite Series angler. You did it. You made it there. You made it there. You're in the creme de la creme of bassin'. And how do you feel about you, Matt Robertson, at this point in the Elite Series? Your rookie year. How do you feel about you as an angler, an individual?
Well, I keep being told by people I'm doing good, but I'll be honest with you, I don't think I'm doing worth the shit.
Okay.
I mean, I got a little higher expectations of myself. And, I mean, like Fighter said, I'm doing good. Cash checks, and I've cash checks in all but one, but a couple of them little checks, not 10K checks. But man, honestly, I feel like I could be doing a little better. I'm sitting all right in the points.
Okay.
I think I'm 34th, just inside that classic cut, but not the worst, but I feel like I could be doing better.
Of course, you should. You should always feel that way, Matt. You should always feel that way. But a lot of people don't know that on the water and off the water that you're a very good mather. In fact, you're known as Matt the Mather.
Yeah, yeah.
I mean, you run numbers in your head.
Absolutely.
Like you can just spit out, like you can do long division, short division, medium division, all that division, timeses, pluses and minuses, and all that good stuff. And we so basically, Matt, I mean, I want to figure this out together right now. I'm gonna throw some numbers at you, and I need you to math it up. Okay.
Yep.
So we figured that it's been 6 events.
Okay.
6 events so far. You've finished 52nd, 77th, 60th, 19th, 11th, and 59th. Or excuse me, 7. I got to give it to you again because I know I don't want to. Let's clear the numbers. Clear the numbers, man. I don't want to throw you off.
We've done this before. You just got to give me the numbers and tell me what you want.
Yes, yeah. Okay, so I'm looking for. Okay, let's do this again. You've had 6 events, Matt.
Yeah.
You finished in 52nd, 77th, 40th, 17th, 11th, and 59th. What is your average place finish?
$42.5.
42.5. There you go. Andy, is that check out? 42.5. Matt!
Yeah?
That's a talent, bud. So your average finish. A lot of people didn't know that about you. A lot of people didn't know that.
I'm a machinist, man.
Yeah.
That's what I do.
A lot of people didn't know that about you. You could number stuff in your head. You're a mather.
Yeah.
You're a mather. Matt the mather.
A lot of people didn't know.
That's pretty cool. Pretty cool stuff, man. You cash checks. You got to be happy about that. I know Cassie's happy when you bring home checks.
She likes it.
Yeah, I know. So you cashed them in 5 out of 6 derbs.
Yeah.
Okay, and I've already done this math for you. You've won $35,000 so far on the Elite Series. Not bad for a rookie. I think.
Not terrible.
I think you got 3. I think you got 3 of those 10Kers, and then 2 of those 25 hundos.
Yeah.
If that sounds right. So
that sounds right.
I need to ask you, if you average 6 tournaments at $35,000, what is your average dollar winnings per tournament, Matt the Mather?
$5,800.
$5,800. You're a freaking genius, Matt Robertson, the Mather. Wow, impressive. Bass Galaxy, take that to heart right there. Little known fact about you, Matt.
Yeah.
You could just do numbers. So
numbers. I also write. A lot of people did. Nobody thought I could write. Everybody's like, Spider, Gussie, you. I'm like, dude, I'm actually a really good writer.
You are.
No, right. And then they read something. They're like, holy crap.
Yeah, I thought that somebody famous wrote it when I read
telling
it.
you.
Yeah, I thought it was like a Stephen King novel or something, but different. It's like the only writer I could think of, Carl Hyacin, at the time. And you, it was good. You are a good writer. So basically,
surprisingly, right?
The Kentucky Scholar continues to impress through all this. What other hidden talents do you have, Matt? What's another hidden talent that people don't know about you? You look into your wife, friend. You can phone a friend. Cassie, you want to answer for this?
You do not want to know what she just did.
Apparently we do. Apparently you can't do that and not say.
I'm a good rod painter.
Cassie, what's his talent?
Cass, what's my talent?
Cassie, what's his hidden talent?
I have a beautiful singing voice.
That we know is not true. That we know. Hey, we'll get to the custom shop later. Matt, what's your best finish this year?
11th on the Sabine River.
11 on the Sabinas.
Yep.
And that was kind of at home for you, rivers.
Yeah, man. I love though. Like, I get a lot of credit for offshore fishing, but honestly, third time not that I'd rather, but them little rivers like the Sabine, Neely Henry, the Coosa River, that I really, really love those places. I like the grinders. I like the shallow water river fishing.
You got Gunnersville on your brain right now?
Oh yeah.
Is it?
Yep.
Is it in there?
Oh yeah. It's dug in good.
As a percentage of the day, how much of the day is spent thinking about your next event? You're not far away. Practice starts next Sunday, Monday?
Yeah, I've been trying to kind of take my mind off it a little bit. Friendly. I've been trying to take my mind off it a little bit, not think about it too much. But I don't know. I took some time today and I was looking at the map and stuff, and scoping out some places maybe everybody else wouldn't be looking at. Hopefully,
okay. Looking for a little sneak.
Yeah, a little sneak.
You gotta.
Yeah. Yesterday usually I'd wait till the end of the week, but thought I'd try to get ahead of it and get all the rods rigged, all the tackle out, because we're going from Neely Henry to Gunnersville. Be two totally different animals, so trying to get all the rods swapped over,
ready for the G.
New line on there, all the right baits in there and everything.
Yeah, absolutely. And you and I were just at Gunnersville. We were there right before the cutoff fishing.
Yep.
The event for the children with congenital heart disease. The stock event. It was an awesome time.
Great time.
And we found a crazy thing happen. Like, we sucked. Like,
that is an understatement.
It was so crazy for us, Matt. We sucked.
And catch a 3-pounder at the end.
At the end of the day, we went to the bank.
And then we went to the bank. We ain't gonna weigh these in. And then we start like, okay, do a video. Oh, this one weighs 2 3/4. Pitch it back. Oh, this is a 3 1/4. Throw it back. Oh, this is a 3. Throw it back. Oh, look, another 3-pounder. We thought we had like 6 pounds and we got 12 and 4 fish.
Like, we screwed up. I don't know what we were doing. But I got to ask you this. You were out there right before the cutoff. Well, anything that you learned during those, I think, what were we out there, like 3 days or something screwing around?
Yeah, 3 days. 2.5, 3 days, yeah.
Will any of that help you?
Absolutely not.
Okay. Yeah, I know the fish change, but it didn't tell you anything that you might need to know for this coming up. I mean, not necessarily like fish that you found, but is it?
No.
Did it clue you to anything that might happen?
Oh yeah, they were spawning, so that means they're going to be done now.
Okay, there you go. Good way to put it.
So that's why I'm getting the goodies in the boat.
You're getting the goods together.
Yep. Getting electronics squared away, and going to put in some hours behind the wheel.
Well, I know for a fact you need $6,000 for your driveway, and you only won 2,500 at the last dirt.
Yeah.
So we're a little shy of the mark.
I know.
Yeah, I mean you can do it. You can.
Oh, I know. We're gonna hit us a 10K lick. Call Wendell. We're gonna get on that concrete driveway, and hey, man, I think everybody's gonna be jealous out there in the country because I was driving around. Everybody else got gravel driveways. We're gonna roll the trailer up there in a concrete driveway.
That's
man.
right, dude. We're talking styling right there. And if you don't come up with the money, just ask Fighter. He'll give it to you. He don't.
Yeah, I know.
He don't care. He'll write you a check.
He'll probably charge me 30% interest.
Oh yeah,
so.
He's like that.
Loan shark. Loan shark is bud.
Hey, I think the Bass Galaxy needs to get to know more about you, Matt Robertson. There's so many unturned stones.
Yeah.
There's so many turns unstoned that we just don't know what to say. And I think it's time now that we interrogate Matt Robertson and learn. Just you got to be completely honest and truthful and say the first thing that comes to your mind. Do you agree to do that?
100%.
100%. Cassie, is it okay if he does this?
I don't know.
She said she doesn't know.
Gingy, give me a beat. Let's get this thing going. Yeah, I like it. It's sassy music. It's the interrogation. Oh. Wait, no, that's custom shop. Go back. Where's the? Oh wait, okay. Yeah, there we are. This is the interrogation of Matt Robertson. Matt, who's the most country person in professional bass fishing? The most country person in professional bass fishing.
Me, 100%.
You 100%. Define country.
Define country?
Define country in Matt Robertson words.
Backwoods, homegrown, corn-fed, overweight. Now, you don't have to smoke or dip. Hunting, fishing, even been trapping.
Okay.
River rat.
Okay. Who's the second most country person in professional bass fishing?
Not at a close second, but I guess I'll have to say Gerald Swindle.
Gerald Swindle. Okay. Second most. Not even close, but second.
Well, yeah, he's like a 6 on the Richter scale.
Yeah, you're a dime. Like if we compare it on a scale like we compare women sometimes as a 10 or as a dime. You're a country dime and Swindle's a 6.
Yeah, he's a fancy boy.
Yeah. Okay, I got you there.
All right. He's all right, but he's a fancy boy.
You guys got to have a country off. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think you and Swindle need a country off.
I think so too. That'd actually be really good.
We see if we can arrange that here on the Straight Cast show. Maybe get James Watson to moderate it. I think that would be because he's a drill sergeant. He was a drill sergeant. I think that might be our guy. But hey, are you a swimmer?
I am a swimmer.
Why do you say that?
You got to say that yourself.
Oh yeah, I've seen it often. Why are you a swimmer? Why do you think you're a swimmer?
Man, I was born in San Diego. I sailed the 7 seas in the Pacific Ocean, and then I brought it to Kentucky.
Okay, you swam all the way to Kentucky. You're a swimmer. You're a damn swimmer. I tell you, you got aqua lungs, man.
I'm telling you.
Freaking aqua lungs.
The only thing is my ass likes to float me a little too much.
That's that saddle you're working with.
I'm telling you.
Hey, what's the biggest lesson you learned so far on the Elite Series? As a rookie?
The biggest lesson?
Yeah, so far.
Man, just to wing it. Like treat the tournament days as somewhat as a practice day.
Interesting. And I saw you do well and capitalize on that. Actually, you're able to say F it and go do something else. You know,
F it.
Yeah, F it. Who's the guy on tour so far that is taken you, Matt Robertson, under their wings? Who's the guy?
Well, everybody knows the answer. Fighter's kind of been my guy.
Our brother.
And, I appreciate the heck out of it. You know, I don't know if he knows how much it means to me that he's kind of done that, because I don't think he does it for just nobody, but
he don't.
I appreciate it. No, man, like
Fighter don't like a lot of people.
Yeah,
and he actually confides in you, and he doesn't have the biggest wings, and you're a big guy.
Yeah.
You're a big guy.
But we're not allowed to tell anybody that he confides in me at all. You know.
Oh,
that's supposed to be a secret.
Oh, sorry. His name's Seth Confider.
Yeah.
You know that. But no, I think it's pretty cool, man. And there's been a lot of anglers that have reached out to you as well. Everybody wants to be Matt Robertson's bud. You know? That's pretty cool.
For some reason, it seems like a lot of guys want to be my buddy. I ain't figured that one out yet. But yeah, man, for the most part, everybody's been pretty cool.
Doesn't it seem like, and this is an odd question, or maybe it's not, because of your upbringing, okay, and I was brought up similarly but different, if that makes any sense, but in different areas of the country, and if someone's being over nice to you, in my eyes, it usually thought they want something from you. You know what I mean? Or you got to watch out for them. So it's kind of you got to kind of be standoffish a little bit.
Yep.
Are you keeping the gloves up right now, your first year, because of that fact? Maybe because of how you were brought up? You know what I mean? Everybody wants to be nice to you right now, Matt. Are you cautious of that?
Yeah, the gloves are always up. They ain't never coming down. Like some of these guys, like I'll be cordial with them, but like my circle's small, and pretty much fighters in the circle, and that's about as big as the circle is, man. There's never been one person other than Wendell that I really trusted 100% fishing. Just, Wendell, and I can honestly say I trust Fighter 100%. I got a couple I've become, I'd say Gussie's 100%. And man, other than them, good friends with the Johnsons, become good friends with them, and Chris Grow. But yeah, man, whenever it comes to everybody else, we'll talk here and there, and that's fine. But as far as, being real buds, that's about the extent of it. Yeah, but I gotta say, there's a lot of good guys like Brock Mosley. I gotta thank him. I had some issues, and the guy gave me a set of batteries to use down there at Neely Henry. I was in a pinch.
Heck yeah.
And he gave me a whole set of Dakota lithium batteries.
He's a teammate of mine. Boat. Yeah, absolutely.
So I have to say, man, I probably owe Brock one. So
how'd you like the Dakotas?
They're pretty sweet.
Yeah, I love them. Thanks, Norm.
They're bad to the bone.
But seriously, I mean, I asked you that question because I know your upbringing, Matt. You know what I mean? And I know that you're cautious about everything. And I think that I think it's a curse and a blessing, if that makes any sense, because it's hurt me as an individual and helped me. So I don't know. I
probably sound like an asshole, kinda, but I mean, but yeah, man. Like I know fishing. I know how it can be. It's a great sport with a lot of great people, a lot of camaraderie, but you always keep your circle small. And right now it just ain't no more room in the circle, and I don't foresee it being like that in the future.
Yeah, you never know. You never know. But there's an old saying, Matt, that goes, "Take what you need and leave the rest." Right?
That's right.
Take what you need and leave the rest, man. Hey, so if we could put it this way, Matt, that this is a new adventure. Is this the first chapter? Is this the first chapter?
Absolutely.
Okay. All right. This is the first chapter. So we're starting it here. Your first year of the Elite Series. It's the first chapter of Matt Robertson's Journey. The Journey. All right.
Journey.
Your favorite band. So Brandon threw us a goal today that kind of threw me for a looper. He said he wants to win an Open. Well, you've accomplished that.
Yeah.
You've accomplished that. The obvious, I'm going to ask you the question. What are your other goals in professional bass fishing? And of course, Matt, it's the Bassmaster Classic. Of course, it's a blue trophy. Of course, it's AOY. But give me another goal for you as a professional angler, Matt. What's something you've had a little bit to soak this in. I know you drive a lot and you think. What's another goal besides the aforementioned for you as a professional angler?
Besides the trophies and AOY, huh?
Yeah, besides trophy, besides AOY. I mean, what's another goal as a professional? Think outside the box.
I'd like to have me one of them fancy there trucks that everybody drives. I'll stay driving around. I mean, I'm like real redneck. I don't even have one of these big trucks with big tires on.
Come on, I'm talking about something. Come on, give me a goal. Give me a Bass and Man goal, bud. Like a professional angler going, but get a damn truck. It's just about a note. All you got to have is a note to get a truck. Come on, give me a goal. You can get a truck right now.
Man, I'd like, I don't know, kind of growing my brand. Honestly, I'd like, I know this is going to sound crazy. I'd like to have my own line of rods or something like that. And just kind of build on and brand into, a staple of bass fishing.
That's a great answer, Matt. I mean, you have to do that. It's important. Yeah. It's crucial. It's crucial to do. Great answer. That is. See how I forced that out of you, Matt?
Yeah, you made me dig just a little bit deep.
Hey, everybody thinks that Matt Robertson is a swim bait fisherman, right? Matt Robertson, swim bait guy, 3-second rule. Matt Robertson, big ugly sticks, swinging the swim baits, big old Abu Revo beast reels, swinging the swim baits. But here's the fact of the matter. You actually consider yourself first and foremost a spinnerbait guy.
Absolutely.
In fact, and forgive me, I hope I'm not out of line, but may I preface that you and Fighter and I we have coffee together most mornings via conversations on the telephone.
Oh, yeah. I cannot believe you're bringing this up right now. Scared of where it's going.
I won't say names. I will not say names to protect the innocent. But when we said another fisherman's name, suggested he might be a better spinnerbait fisherman than you lost your shit. You freaking lost your shit.
I'm mad.
You freaking lost your shit. You were mad at Seth. You were mad at me for a week. You were mad.
I was. Seth
because
even called you. It's like, Matt really mad?
Yeah, he called me up. Is Matt really mad?
I was pissed.
I'm like, he's pissed.
I
said, Matt's
that
gonna.
Was a bad moment.
Matt's gonna whoop your ass because you go crazy. You go Mongoloid Mike when you get mad, and you.
I did.
Yeah, and you were gonna whoop Fighter's ass and my ass, mind you. But that's how serious. I say this because that's how serious spinnerbaiting is to you. I mean,
I'm a spinnerbaiter.
You are a spinnerbaiter, dude, and and you throw them where a lot of people don't. Where a lot of people don't. So with that, being the spinnerbait expert that you are, I need to get a little knowledge from you right now on the spinnerbait.
Yeah.
So I ask you this question. I need 3 spinnerbait combos from you. I'm talking head size and blade combinations, and also the rod and reel combinations and pound line that you'll throw them on. I want to see what Matt's working with. What are you working with right there? 3 head sizes, 3 blade configurations, and the combination. What are they?
I pretty much only need 2 head sizes, but different blade combinations.
Okay, well then let's keep it there. 2 and 2.
We're gonna either go finesse with a little 1/4 ounce spinner bait with a small. Sometimes I'll swap the blade colors up, vice versa, but a small Colorado with a silver or gold Indiana.
Okay.
And then even in shallow water, I'll throw a 1 ounce spinner bait with a single number 6 Colorado blade, gold and silver. And the other one is a 1 ounce head with a number 4 fluted. It's a double willow with a number 4 fluted blade, and then on the arm, and then a regular willow leaf, number 6 as the well, I guess
As
the blade on
the bottom blade. Gotcha. Okay,
Yeah,
no,
the
so I'm
bottom
with
blade.
you. So those are the 3 ones. 1 ounce
Yep.
with the number 4 flute, number 6 willow
without a flute.
without a flute. And the other one is a 1 ounce with the number 6 Hildebrand.
Yeah,
Right.
Hildebrand.
Hildebrand. And then
Absolutely.
you got like that finesse type War Eagle McClellan type deal.
Yeah, that's exactly
river type spinner bait that has become so
Yeah.
popular. Okay. And those are your 3 spinner bugs. What's the combo? What are you throwing? Can you throw them all on the same rod and reel and line?
Yeah, I throw them on that 6/8 ugly stick. The little, it's a 6/8 medium heavy, ugly stick. A lot of times I'll throw the 1/4 ounce, like the War Eagle spinner bait, on a 6/6 medium light spinner bait.
Gotcha.
But a lot of people haven't tried throwing them heavy blades on a short rod, but precise casting and even out. Whenever you're fishing offshore, you sling it out there a long ways. It's got all the hooks that you need in that 6/8 rod.
You're still on that 6/8, even
Yep.
with the big spinner baits.
Yep.
Yeah, that's pretty. And what's the pound line you're throwing?
20-pound big game, buddy.
20 pounds. It's got to be
On all
mono.
of it.
It's got to be mono. No doubt about it, man. Hey, are you comfortable with a spinning reel, Matt?
Yeah, I've become comfortable with spinning reel.
Okay.
Not so much back in the day, like whenever me and Brandon gave me my first real kick in the mouth with a spinning rod, actually, at that national championship. He was drop shotting and I was fire fishing, and I thought, ain't no way he's going to beat me on that damn stupid thing. And he was leading the tournament after the first day. And I was like, whatever, dude. I mean, that's that's a monster blow to the ego. And I needed it, and it taught me. He even showed me baits and stuff. And from then on, I pretty much kicked her in gear with the spinning rod and been working on it. So yeah, I'm comfortable.
There you go. You're getting more comfortable too, and you got the northern swing coming up.
Yep.
You're gonna probably have to fish for those brown fish with a little spinning rod and get your max scent worms out there.
That's right.
You know what I mean? But
Yep.
it's okay. It's all part of being versatile, isn't it?
Yeah.
It's It's part of being a versatile guy. And so I got to ask you, Matt. And I get a lot of messages about this constantly. Direct messages on the comments on Instagram and Facebook as well as texts from people that know the both of us. And they always ask me the same thing. Pat, what the hell is Wojo? What the hell is Wojo? What is it?
Well, the best thing, pretty much the best way I can tell you is it's like Austin Powers. What mojo? Austin Powers had the mojo. Well, we're a bunch of rednecks. We don't have the mojo. We got the Wojo. So it's the redneck version of mojo. It's the Wojo.
But I have it, and I'm from north of the Mason-Dixon line.
But you're a proper bassin man. Proper bassin man possess the Wojo.
I see now. I see how that happens. I see how that comes together. And speaking of proper bassin men, you fighter and I have been busy filming some episodes. July 4th, the Adventures of the Proper Bass and Men are released to the Bass Galaxy. And
it's gonna be good. Like, I wish I could tell y'all the crap that happened. Just a couple things, but I can't because it's like, oh God, it's so good.
I'm gonna tell you right now that so far in the first episode, both Matt and I cry and Fighter doesn't. So that's it. That's part of the first episode.
Nice one. You're right, though, man. We both cry. And Fighter's like...
July 4th, Adventures of the Proper Bass and Men. We're being real sneak about it. I'm being honest. We're not going to tell you too much. It's going to be the best fishing show ever. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Can I say that we made you so mad?
Oh, God, yeah. You guys were assholes.
I've never seen Pat as mad as me and Seth
guys
made
are
him.
freaking assholes.
Like he got, for real, so mad. I thought he was out of the show.
I was calling my agent. I was looking for a plane out of there.
You're going to get the full effect of that. You're going to get to see everything. It's going to be a behind the scenes. You're going to see you already know who we really are, but you're going to get to know who we are more in depth.
And I think that's important, Matt, because thank you for bringing that up, because it's a kind of what you see, what you get kind of show.
Yeah.
And it's like with the Matt Robertson that you are seeing right now and that you see on the Elite Series is the same Matt Robertson that you're going to run into at Dollar General. It's the same guy. Yep. I'm the same Pat. And Seth is the same Seth. That's what you see. That's the realness of this show, and that's what I'm excited about, man.
Yep.
Hey, you do impersonations, Matt.
Oh God.
I know that you are amazing. Oh wait. Okay. Well, hold on. Think about it for a minute. I got to ask you a question. Let's go back to the Proper Bass and Men real quick.
Yeah.
Okay? So if you had to compare each one of us in the Proper Bass and Men show, and include Overstreet as well. All right.
Okay.
So you, Overstreet, Fighter, myself, compare us each to a character from let's say some of our favorite shows like The Office or Trailer Park Boys or even Bass Fishing Television. Like who might you be from one of those shows?
I would definitely be Ricky from the Trailer Park Boys.
Okay.
Definitely. Seth would be Officer Dangle from Reno 911.
Okay. Yes.
You would be Kevin Malone from The Office.
Cassie just told you to say that. I heard her whisper it to you. I heard you, Cassie.
This is Kevin Malone.
Hi, I'm Pat.
And oh gosh, Overstreet would be the dude. I don't know the dude's name that commentates on the Dukes of Hazzard.
Yeah. Waylon Jennings, Uncle Jesse.
That's
whatever the hell that is.
100%.
Yeah, that's Overstreet. Nice analogy.
Yeah.
Nice analogy. I like it. Okay, so I gave you time. That was a time buyer. Now get ready. I need impersonations from you. I need imitations. I need you to do Matt Robertson impersonation imitations.
Yeah, so who you want?
I don't know. I'm leaving it up to you. And make it good. Don't do a bad one. Do a good one. For crying out loud.
I'm trying to think what you want, Pat.
I want whatever you think is your best damn imitation. You're one that you just nail. Like whatever you nail.
Yeah, the gas station guy.
Do whatever you want.
Like
whatever
the gas station guy off The Simpsons.
Yeah, do that. You can do that guy.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're fine.
Oh yes, sir. That will be $5, sir.
Especially now.
Bring back my M&Ms.
And only one jug limit. One jug of gas
One
limit.
jug.
Yeah,
One
right
jug
now.
of gas.
Because of
We
the...
have a gas shortage.
Okay, now with that being said, I ask you to... We just heard that. That's the gas station guy from The Simpsons.
Yeah.
Now do Carl Jacobson.
Hi, mate. You have a good day? Yeah, bud. I had a decent day. How about you? Oh, yeah. Caught me 10 pounds. Caught me 10 pounds today.
Matt, it sounds just like
Good job,
you.
bud.
Matt, that sounded like you doing Carl.
Really?
That was like just like your voice. That wasn't even Carl's voice.
Let me try it again.
No, usually when you do Carl's voice, it's just like the guy from The Simpsons. It's just like the gas station guy from The Simpsons.
What? Oh, yes.
Never mind. Never mind,
Oh,
Matt.
yes, sir. Bring me the...
Never mind. Hey, Cassie. Can you hear me? Hey, Cass.
Yeah.
Cass, who's going to win the Bassmaster Classic, Cassie?
Me at Robertson.
She really does do good impersonations.
Yeah, that was really good. That was really good. Matt Robertson, who's going to win the Bassmaster Classic, Matt?
Matt Robertson.
That's classic. There it is. Hey, Matt, we had a whole show today with Brandon and Jake Boomer from Alpha and Joe. And we talked about high-end, highly developed custom rods.
Yeah.
And you have a custom rod system of your own that you have developed with Pure Fishing's Ugly Stick.
Oh, yeah.
And first off, I think it's really cool, first off, all kidding aside, that you are bringing the Ugly Stick brand back to bass fishing. Because, let's face it, everyone has owned a... Ginge, have you ever had an Ugly Stick? Yep. Yeah? I mean, ask a fisherman if they've never had an Ugly Stick, they'll say, yeah, no, I've had one. Of course I have. Of course I have. So, good job and good call on Pure Fishing's part of putting you as the as the face of ugly, as they say. Well, good job, Matt.
Yeah, it's pretty cool, man, to be honest with you.
New face Ugly Stick. And for real, like, if anybody basically even what Brandon was saying about when you were on live, they can see that your deck was pretty much loaded with Ugly Sticks, man.
Oh, yeah. Yeah.
You're not afraid to sling them.
And, dude, I've actually beat the crap out of them casting, hitting the trolling motor. I ain't broke one yet.
Oh, dude, I've seen you.
They are used and abused, buddy.
For those of you that don't know, and I hope you guys get to see it eventually on live, Matt Robertson has a snap, crackle, pop hook set. That I don't know what that is. What is that? I mean,
Seth calls it the slack lining, but
I mean, that's a slack. I mean, I swear to God, you hear it in 3 counties when that goes.
I'm telling you right now, I would be safe to say I got the hardest hook set on the Elite Series.
As long as there's not too much slack in the line.
I would, yeah, no joke.
Wait a minute. Hold on. Andy, back the tape up. He just said he's got the hardest hook set in the Elite Series.
No, I'm going to have to say, I'd probably have to put some money on that.
Okay. I like that. You're a spinnerbait guy and the hardest hook set in the Elite Series.
Yeah.
F&A, right? Yeah.
Yeah, buddy.
The weight room is that way. That way to the beach, buddy. That way to the trailer park beach. Hey, did you set up the custom rod shop? Have you been?
Yeah, I got it ready.
Oh, you've been working on stuff. So
yeah.
So Bass Galaxy, this is a real treat for you. We were talking about fishing rods.
I have Cass hold the phone.
Yeah, absolutely. And Matt wants to show you. I'll let Matt pretty much take it over. But this is Matt Robertson's custom rod shop. Yeah. Welcome everybody to Matt Robertson's custom rod shop. Let's follow Matt out to the custom rod shop.
Yeah. just going through the doorway here because the light's on. I can't get in too much trouble. So basically, we got a saw and a ugly stick.
Okay. I'm with you.
All right.
I see it.
And we're customizing these. Everybody talks about using tape and this and that to know what line sizes they are and what they're for. And, so basically what we got here with the on them ugly sticks is we're coating the rods.
Wait, you got paint? This is spray paint, Matt.
That's how we do it in the country, bud.
That's country AF.
100% on them ugly sticks, 12-pound test.
Okay, 12.
I don't like the color blue, so I don't like using light line bear often, so we're going to go with the blue.
Okay.
Go blue rod. And also it works good for fish in shallow water. So you got the blue, and it light line, or if you're fishing shallow water. But whenever you're up shallow, you got to have a little camouflage.
Okay. I'm with you.
All right. So they see the blue and it blends in with the sky. Well, if there's a few clouds in the sky, you got to have a little light.
I see this.
A few little streaks. So now you got a shallow camo rod that doubles over, and it's got blue paint, so it's got 12-pound test.
Wow. That's a system.
This is my go-to.
Okay.
It's gold.
The gold.
Whenever you're on, it's your go-to rod.
Okay.
And, well, it's my pimp rod. So if you're not catching nothing, at least you're looking good.
At least it looks good. It's the Onum Chalice rod.
Yeah. God dang, look at that. How good does that look?
Oh my gosh, Matt. That is custom.
I know.
That is
two-piece. My two-piece rod.
Oh my gosh. So basically the gold is for your favorite go-to rod. The blue is the light line.
The blue is 12-pound test line, but you throw a little white on the end of it so it doubles over for a camo rod for shallow water fishing, so the fish don't see your rod. It blends in with the sky and the clouds. And this is my Pimp Series rod. It's your go-to rod, and even if you're not catching them, hell, you at least still look good while you're fishing.
Sure it is. Right there, you see the custom Matt Robertson soon-come edition of the Ugly Stick right there. Wow, that's custom shop, Matt. That is custom shop, bud.
Yeah, bud.
Seriously. That's country AF. Country AF. No doubt about it. So,
yeah.
So, Matt, I don't know if you heard at the beginning of the show, there was a like and share contest to win an item from your trailer. So, and Cassie's got to pick that out, that item.
Cass, you got to pick an item out from the trailer for someone to win.
Yeah. Yeah, Cassie got to pick something out.
Pick something out.
It could be from anywhere. You go in the bathroom, go in the bedroom, go.
Got to be something good, Cass.
You can go in my room. You can get something out of my room too, Cass, if you need to, or Seth's room. Whatever you need.
Grab something. What are they going to win?
Come on, Cass. Come up with something good. So
that'll work.
There's still time, by the way. You can
bring it here, Cass.
Like and share this feed. If you're late coming, you can still win.
First thing you grab, we need it. It's a half, 3/4 eaten jar of peanut butter.
A 3/4 eaten jar of peanut butter from the Robertson family trailer.
That's right.
That is amazing gift. So that's going to be the like and share contest winner at the well, shoot, Andy, why don't you just bring in Jake while we're doing this, and we'll get the winner.
Yeah.
We'll get the winner here at the end. Well, hey, now Matt, we'll give him that peanut butter, but give him something bassin too. What you got in there? I want you to pick something out bassin.
Bassin?
Yeah, give him something bassin. So a jar of peanut butter, and something
We'll
bass.
We'll give them a couple on them hats and one of the gold custom rod.
Whoa! Hold on a second.
Give them the gold custom rod and a couple on them hats.
All right, hold on a second. So now, is this a grand prize winner?
Yeah, grand prize winner.
Holy shnikes. Okay, if you guys haven't done it, like and share this feed right now, because what you got is an On-'em hat, the custom On-'em ugly stick from the On-'em Matt Robertson custom rod shop. And what was the other deal? What was the third thing?
The 3/4 8. It might be half 8 jar peanut
damn
butter.
peanut butter. The damn peanut butter. And we bring Jake Haas aboard. Welcome, Jake Haas from New Jersey. Or Jake, you're at a derb. Where are you at? You're at a derb.
I'm in North Carolina right now.
North Carolina. What's the derb?
Fishing for the Bass Nation regional qualifier.
You know that deal, Matt, don't you?
Yep, I sure do. I've been there.
Trying to make the state team.
Nice.
What advice you got for the old statey right here, Matt?
Man, just go out there and catch them. Don't give up. Yeah. What lake you fishing?
Kerr Reservoir.
Kerr? Okay.
Oh, dude,
Kerr, yeah.
I actually know one of the best fishermen on Kerr, I think. Adam Richardson. He's my boy.
Nice. Little shout out to Adam
Yeah,
Richardson.
tournament starts tomorrow.
There it is. Good luck, Jake.
Nah.
Good luck.
Thank you.
So I guess we have two winners tonight, Jake. And one of them is the winner of a Brandon Palanik from the Camper Prize. And I know wait, hold on. I got that. I have the winner of that one was texted to me earlier. Thank you for texting me that, Jake, by the way.
Yep, no problem.
Andy, can I get a drum roll? I'm going to announce that prize winner for the official Brandon Palanik prize winner. The winner is of the item from Brandon Palanik's trailer is Matt Robertson. Matt, you won the item from Brandon's trailer.
What?
Yeah.
What did I win?
I don't know. Brandon's got to pick it out and give it to you at Gunnersville.
Awesome.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. It could be peanut butter. I don't know. I have no clue. But now that's pretty cool, Matt. That's pretty cool. I mean, what's the chances of you winning? And what's the chances of you? Yeah,
I feel pretty lucky. It better be autographed.
Yeah. And what's the chances of you winning and the chances of you knowing math so well? I mean, that's something. That's something. Hey, Jake, who won this big Matt Robertson On-'em hat prize, peanut butter, custom ugly stick deal? Who won it?
The winner is Robert Danielson.
You said it real slow. I like when you talk slow because I understand it. Robert Danielson, you're the winner of the Stray Cast On-'em contest. Wow. Unreal. Nuts. Hey,
don't eat all my peanut butter, bud.
Hey, Jake, Matt's a breath of fresh air for professional bassing, ain't he?
Definitely.
Yeah, and he's becoming synonymous with two words. Do you know what those two words are?
Ugly stick.
Yeah, that one.
That was pretty good.
That's great, Jake. Kick ass. The words are kick ass and pretty good. Hey, Matt, dude, thanks for kicking ass, bud. You know,
yeah, I appreciate it.
You are a breath of fresh air. It's I'm happy you're my bud, and I'm happy what you're doing for the bass fishing galaxy. It's cool to see you as a fan of the sport. I mean that sincerely, bud. I really do.
I really appreciate it, for real.
And thanks for the support of this show. And get him at Gunnersville, dude. Get him at Gunnersville.
Yep. We're gonna give him hell. I know that.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And Jake, knock him out at Kerr.
Yeah, good luck tomorrow, buddy.
Yeah, knock him out at Kerr. And
thank you, I appreciate it.
Yeah, absolutely. And Matt, we're I mean it's next week. Next week I go to Omnia, and you guys are at the Gunnersville.
Yep.
And then we come back and we do another proper bassin' man at Seth's house.
Yep.
Wow.
They're episode 2.
Yeah. Oh my god. What was that noise? Who are you at?
That's our tournament director. Sign if you want.
Oh, are you at Walmart? Is that
Yeah.
the guy at the Walmart? That's the guy at the Walmart. Hey, Cassie. Cassie, what's for dinner next time I come into town?
What you want?
I want some shells.
Some shells and pasta sauce?
Yes, I do, but not too much sauce because Matt screws it up when he puts too much sauce.
Not too much sauce.
Dude, it tastes better with the more sauce.
Ladies and gentlemen, give it up for Matt Robertson and Cassie Robertson and Jay Kaz. Yes. Thanks so much. Thanks so much. Good luck to both of you guys, and good luck to you too, Cass. You're awesome.
Thank you.
I know.
Peace, gentlemen. I'll talk to you in the morning, Matt, for coffee.
All right. Say Pat.
There's another Stray Cast episode. Boom, in the books, and thank you so much, Bass Galaxy, for playing along. Somebody got some cool prizes. I don't know what Matt's gonna win from Brandon, but I'm sure it's cool. And what do you think it is, Andy? What do you think Brandon's gonna give Matt?
Organic peanut butter.
Organic peanut butter. That's a good guess. It's a good guess. Thanks, Alpha Angler, Jake Boomer. Thanks, TH Marine, Shayna, and Luke Duncan. Thanks, Bavarni Swim Jigs, Dan Bavarni. Thanks, Tin Cup Whiskey, Luke Foley, Amphibia, Gene Eisenman, you're awesome. Outcast Tackle, Connor Summers. Look for the new Onum jig, and of course the Cage Fighter and the Stealth Fighter. BTS, Line and Lure. Arma Shield. Heck yeah, Isaac Moore. Fantastic. Keith, your legend lives on in War Eagle Spinnerbaits. EmpireCovers.com. Check them out. Code StrayCast gets you 15 off or something. It's pretty good. Sims, Patterson, you're awesome. Love your clothing. The new Bug Stopper. The new Bug Stopper pants. Loving those. OmniaFishing.com. That is your place to buy tackle. Check out Omnia Fishing. Big deal next week, Wednesday the 19th. Abu Garcia, Berkeley. Heck yeah. Power pole. We put him down for pleasure, and we float on Crestliner. Until next week from the Omnia Studios, I'm Pat Renwick. I bid you peace, Bass Galaxy. I will see you then, or I will see you on another time. Ryan Whitaker, best of luck at the James River. We hope you knock him out. Peace.